4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1, 0, 0. I think that was enough. Gotta count myself down just to get in sync with this damn thing. Okay, it says I'm live. I'll have to take its word for it. It's volume 3 of Wally George Phony Phone Calls. Just what you've been waiting for. I'm going to explain it one more time, then probably not explain it anymore because it's getting repetitive. These are phony phone calls made to Wally George during his very short radio show on KWIZ FM in Los Angeles between, what was it, late 1992 into middle 1993. I think he started in November and then gave up on taking live calls somewhere around the end of June of 1993. So I'm not sure exactly where this particular tape lies in those few months. I think this tape is going to have junior broadcaster John, who was some high school kid that was fascinated with Wally and got to be buddy-buddy with him. He's getting his shot to come into Wally's studio and co-host with him. So you look forward to that in this batch of tapes, as well as other wacky shit. So I also gave Wally some extra things here. I gave him a bong, just to make him look cooler. Gave him a bong, and I gave him a Long Live KMET sign that he borrowed from Paper Doll Larry, because Wally actually has kind of a connection with KMET, because on his TV show Hot Seat, he had Mike Harrison, who was a disc jockey and basically like a talk show host on Sunday nights on KMET. And Mike Harrison was on Wally's show debating Wally about, among other things, Satanism, satanic worship in rock and roll, backwards masking and all that stuff. That was like back in the late 80s. So Wally should be proud that he can hold up a Long Live KMET sign. Okay, yeah, I know, I talk too much. Here's Wally.
Continuing and forging ahead here on Quiz FM. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz. Go ahead. Hello, you're on with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
I was just turning around the radio night before last, and I heard John Gary's name mentioned. I thought,
hello, who is...
Ian's so ill. Didn't they take a benefit for him before?
They did, but apparently...
Oh, come on. Stop playing games, you idiots. Take a life. The Wally George Great American Radio Show on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Yes, hi, this is Zach Wall from Costa Mesa.
Hello, Zach.
How you doing?
All right.
Yeah, I'd like to talk a little bit about Howard Stern, if you don't mind.
Well, I'm so sick of that guy, but what do you want to say about him?
Well, I was researching his program. Do you know that he got a 20 share when he was on Saturday nights, and he beat Saturday Night Live?
Absolutely untrue. His ratings on KCOP Channel 13 were dismal. You may call Channel 13, and they released a statement that Howard Stern's ratings were very disappointing. They could not sell time on the Howard Stern show. They're very, very hard to get any sponsors on his program. They did not want to align themselves with him, and I can understand why. So you're wrong. I don't know who told you that, but you're absolutely wrong. The Howard Stern syndicated television show is now off the air, and the reason being is that it did very badly even in New York, where he's supposedly the kingpin. People don't want to watch that kind of garbage. He has a program now on the E channel, which practically nobody can even receive on their television sets. And so don't talk to me about how great Howard Stern is doing. He may be doing fairly well on radio in some markets, but he has bombed on television, and it will not be long until his radio show is gone. Who do we have on line two?
Quiz FM, go ahead. Hi, this is David Price calling from West Hollywood.
Who?
David Price?
Yes, David. What's on your mind this morning?
I'd like to invite you and Belle Isle to the bath with us.
Get out of here. I'd like to invite you to take a flying leap. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Oh, Wally George in 96, thanks.
Oh, okay. I'll buy that. I'll go along with that. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George. Go ahead.
I've been a registered Republican for 20 years now.
Good for you.
We've had our ups and downs, but this latest thing that I just read about Bob Dornan really takes the cake.
Well, what happened with Bob?
It's in the Orange County Register. They've got allegedly some photos of him coming out of.
Well, now I'm not going to let you go on the air and say anything that will slander Bob Dornan. He is a very well-respected verifying what you're saying, and not allow you to do that. Bob Dornan is a good friend of mine and a fine United States congressman. He's been in Congress for many, many years, representing Orange County. Okay, we'll take a little break for a moment.
What happened there? Sometimes Wally gets a little long-winded, so I kind of edit him. I should remind you that these are also very raw, edited tapes, so don't expect any slick kind of editing. It's all choppy, and I know. But there's gems in here. Just wait for the gems. Like this one, the follow-up to the Bob Dornan call.
Oh, this is Belial.
Sure it is. Here's a little message for you.
You're a dope, stupid jerk.
But thanks for calling. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Wally, how you doing? This is Nick from Costa Mesa.
Hello, Nick.
Just calling. I heard that idiot just a second ago talking about Bob Dornan.
Yeah, he was trying to come out with some slanderous a story about Bob that he said he read in the Orange County Register. Well, I am not going to let anybody say anything about anybody that I can't verify.
No, that's crap. When I was in high school, I worked on Bob Dornan's campaign.
He's a great American.
He was great. I had a great time working like that. Besides that, he's great in the sack.
Thanks for your call. Hi, this is Wally. Who's this?
Speaking of faggots.
Oh, yeah? Same to you.
Yeah. Hey, this is Wally George on Quiz FM. Who's this?
Hey, Wally, how you doing?
Who's this?
This is Victor from Harbor City.
Who?
Victor from Harbor City.
Victor from Harbor City. Okay, Victor, what's on your mind this morning?
I'll just say you have a great show, and I'm sad to see you going.
Well, we're not going. We're going to be on every Sunday, starting Sunday, July the 4th. We'll be on every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. for the Wally George Great American Radio Special. And then, of course, we're on 6 times a week on TV, on KDOC TV, Channel 56, Monday through Friday at 12 midnight. We do Hot Seat Highlights. Saturday nights from 11 until 12 midnight, we do our Hot Seat show, and now in our 11th year all over America. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Wrong dope, you dimwit.
Yeah, the Howard Sternites are out in force today. Hi, you're on with Wally on Quiz FM.
Belial's a fag.
Thank you so much.
Oh, yeah? Same to you.
So much for that. So much for that. Okay, let me remind you.
Dates with regular guys. Prove what great guys we are.
Hey, Howard, I just wanted to ask you a short question here. Lately, I've been seeing this gavoes on the Wally George television show.
I thought they canceled that.
No, they should.
Well, no, he buys time himself from the stations.
Oh yeah. You know what Wally George does? He's in the worst end of show business. I always thought radio was the worst, but it turns out circus clowning and buying your own TV time is the worst. Wally George is really pathetic. He's the scariest, saddest ending to this business. First of all, the guy's personal life is a disaster. His daughter is Rebecca De Mornay. She won't even use, she doesn't even want to know him.
Yeah.
Rebecca De Mornay, the movie star, and she's just like so freaky embarrassed by him. And you can't blame her,
Why, in that wig? I mean, what the hell's going on with that guy?
And then the guy has to go buy his own TV time. I mean, that's a scary part of the business.
Well, he's been showing reruns of that same terrible hot seat show for years.
Well, you evidently are watching it.
Oh, it's so bad, I watch it. I mean, it's that bad.
Well, then it's not that bad.
People don't realize when they're watching something, it means they like it.
Yeah, they don't want to admit it, so they say it's so bad I have to watch it.
Hey, I've seen Ron Popeil infomercials, okay?
Hey, I watch those all the time. I think the Ron Popeil infomercial where he sprays that guy's head, I think I've watched that more than some Superman reruns.
Guest in the studio today, a co-host, a guest co-host. His name is John Althouse. You might have heard him on my show several times. He's called. He's been a loyal fan of my television show for a long time. Hiya, John. How are you?
Hello, Wally. How about you? I'm doing fine.
Good to have you in the studio.
Thank you.
You've been watching my hot seat show for how long now?
Let me see. Since I moved here, a few months it has been.
Okay.
And now we can't really pick it up, but I listen to the radio show every day.
Very good. And you're listening every Sunday, I hope.
Yeah.
And you're 16 years old. Where do you go to school?
San Clemente High School.
San Clemente, the home, the former home of Richard Nixon.
Yes, it is.
That's where he had. I don't think they have that house anymore. That was the West Coast White House. When President Nixon was in the White House, that's where he came for his retreat. That's where the White House was, in San Clemente. I visited President Nixon only 3 weeks after he resigned from office in his San Clemente retreat, and it was quite an experience. Anyway, we'll be having you on the show. You can read a couple of commercials for us. You want to be a broadcaster now, right?
Yes, sure do. Sure do, Wally.
Radio or television or both?
Both. Both would be neat.
What do you want to do?
I'd like show host? Yeah, that would be neat. Maybe just be a DJ on the radio.
Yeah, I started out as a DJ when I was 14. Well, stand by, and your dad is in here. What's your dad's first name?
Daryl.
Daryl, good to see you. Daryl's here, too. John Althouse, 16 years old, and he'll be the co-host today. First of all, before I do anything... All right. Let's go to the phones. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM and my special guest co-host, John Althouse. Who's this?
Get your hand off that boy, you fag.
Yeah, thank you.
For your information, his hand was not on me.
Yeah, see, he's there. The Howard Stern fanatics are out in mass. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Hi, good morning, Wally and Mr. Althouse. This is Belial.
Well, there you go. We have a good American on.
Hello, Belial.
Hi, good morning, gentlemen. I just want to say that very, very saddened by the death of Pat Nixon.
What a great...
Larry Rice once said that Ronald Reagan spoke with a forked tongue.
Speaking of...
Bill Clinton speaks with no tongue.
Speaking of Larry Rice, he's going to be on our hotline in just a few minutes, okay?
I'll be looking forward to see what the latest is.
Yeah, thanks for calling, Belial.
Keep up the good work, and John, you're doing a fine job.
Thanks, Belial.
Okay, speaking of John, by the way, that leaves a line available now if you want to get through to Wally and my guest co-host, John Althouse. It's a toll-free number from anywhere in Southern California. 1-800-748-4651. Just dial 1-800-748-4651. If the line is busy, hang up and call back, and we'll get you on the air. Hey, John, how about reading a commercial for us?
Okay.
Okay, go ahead. It's all yours.
You want to come on into the new Tustin Garage in Santa Ana. Yes, Tustin Garage has moved to a larger location to better serve your needs. They're experts there. So no matter what you need done to that car of yours, you can trust the experts at Tustin Garage in Santa Ana. Mention Wally's name when you come in and you get a special bonus discount. It's Tustin Garage in Santa Ana for muffler and exhaust work, clutches, transmissions, and major engine repairs. Tustin Garage Incorporated at 1912 East McFadden in Santa Ana. You can call them at 714-542-1591. 714-542-1591.
Thank you, John. That was well done. We'll have George's Great American Radio Show on Quiz FM 96.7. My guest co-host, John Althouse, 16-year-old student.
Yes.
Going to be in radio and television someday.
Sure am.
Okay, good to have you here, John. Are you enjoying yourself?
Yes, very much so.
Shall we play Russian roulette and go back to the phones again?
Yeah, I think we need to.
Let's go. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Who's this?
If you wipe John's ass, would it be...
Yeah, there's another one. Hello, you're on with Wally George. Oh, no. Do you mean to tell me that stupid idiot made fun of Pat Nixon?
Talking about her convalescent condition and the sex between him and President Nixon.
Oh, my God.
Absolutely terrible. I shut him off, but it was just...
Talking about sex between he and
right,
Richard.
Right, and how Richard Nixon would go out and play the field after she's dead now.
Oh.
Go out and date.
Now that I've heard this this is the worst Jim that I have ever heard him do. This is the raunchiest.
Absolutely.
It's a stuck.
You know, I wish Howard Stern was in this studio right now, and I'm telling you the truth. If he was in the studio right now, after what you told me, I would break his filthy, rotten nose. I don't care if I'd be arrested for assault and battery. I would break his nose right now, and I hope somebody gets a hold of Howard Stern and tells them what I said. The next time I see him, I want this to get back to Howard Stern, and Jim, maybe you can get back, or somebody can get back to Howard Stern and tell him what I said. The next time I see him, for the things he said about Pat Nixon, who I have known for about 30 years, I am going to punch him in his nose. I'm going to break his filthy nose. I am going to pummel him to the ground the next time I lay eyes on him, and so help me God, I mean that, and I want you to get the word back, Jim, if you can.
I'm going to give a call right now to New York as soon as I get off the phone with you.
You tell him what I said, and I mean it.
Okay.
He's gone too far this time.
He's gone too far this time. I'm going to break his nose. I promise you the next time I see him, and I don't care what happens, if he arrests me for assault and battery, it'll be worth it to me for him insulting our former First Lady like that. I'm not going to let him get away with it. I am going to break his filthy nose. That is a promise, and I want you to call Howard Stern's office and tell him that I said that. Thank you, Jim.
Thank you.
And good luck on your show.
Take care.
Can you believe that?
Way overboard this time.
This man has no decency whatsoever. Have we got a hold of Larry yet? Okay, all right. Okay, we're here with my special co-host, John Althouse, 16-year-old junior broadcaster.
Hello, Wally.
Good to have you with us. Let's go back to the phones. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Hello, Wally. This is Jim from Studio City.
Yes, Jim, go ahead.
Listen, did you know that Howard Stern mentioned you on the radio this morning?
No, I did not know that, but he's done that before.
I have this on tape. Just a minute.
Wally George is really pathetic. He's the scariest, saddest ending to this business. First of all, the guy's personal life is a disaster. His daughter is Rebecca.
Get out of here. I don't want to hear it. Why should I air what Howard Stern says about me? You see, how dare he say anything? And did you hear that? He was about to criticize my daughter, Rebecca De Mornay. The guys.
Whenever they want to try and insult you, they always go to your daughter. They
always go to Rebecca, right? Okay, what a pitiful freak. Once again, I hope the message goes out to Howard Stern back in New York that the next time I lay eyes on him, and I'll be glad to set up a date, I am going to walk up to him and I'm going to punch him out.
I wouldn't want to be Howard Stern right now.
I am going to punch him out, and I want you to tell the reason why. I have two reasons now. For the horrifying things he said about Pat Nixon, who I knew quite well, and for the way he is degrading my daughter. I'm going to punch this man out. I am warning Howard Stern right now, so I hope the word gets out to him. He better not come within 10 feet of me, or he's going to have a broken nose. Trust me, I do not kid about those things. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Yeah, hi, this is David Price calling from Costa Mesa.
Yes, David?
Yes, I recently came out of the closet, and I'm very disturbed about what you've been saying about Howard Stern.
Oh, really? Well,
yes.
Is Howard Stern...
Push out my sister.
Is Howard Stern gay?
No, he's not, but I think you and Belle Isle are.
Oh, get out of here.
Stupid jerk. You're an idiot. Drop dead.
And have a nice...
Boy, are you dumb?
And have a nice day. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Movie star, and she's just like yourself.
See them? They're out there en masse. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead. Hello, are you there? They hung up. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'd like to ask your co-host, John.
Yes?
What do you think about the legalization of drugs?
The legalization of drugs?
Yeah.
Let me see. I don't really think that... What is it going to do if they legalize them?
Well, it'll make it easier to get...
Yeah, but it's not
to get drugs.
I don't think it would solve anything.
No, what I think, if you legalize drugs, if the United States of America, much right. The first thing it's going to do, John, is it's going to put the stamp of approval on the taking of drugs, and you see, they're going to say, oh,
yeah.
So then when parents say you should not be taking drugs,
people will be getting the message it's okay.
Well, then, I mean, how can you, if your parents say you shouldn't take drugs, then you can come back and say, well, hey, it's legal.
What about your doctor? What if he tells you to take dope? Then what?
Well, if your doctor prescribes it to you, that's an entirely different thing.
Yeah, even then, people still abuse painkillers and other types of drugs that the doctor prescribes them.
Yeah, well, that's true. But by legalizing drugs like marijuana, cocaine, etc.,
PCP and others.
PCP, it's going to make it easier to get it. I mean, I don't think you should be able to go down to your local 7-Eleven and be able to pick up a few joints and a supply of rock cocaine. It's not going to come to that. We will never legalize drugs in this country. It is the wrong message to be sending, especially to our youth. The Wally George Great American Radio Show on Quiz FM. Go back to the phones. Hello, you're on with Wally George on Quiz FM, and my guest co-host, John Althouse. Go ahead.
Yeah, Wally, this is Nate from Fabulous Fullerton.
Hello, Nate.
Yeah, I'm really getting sick and tired of these Howard Stern fans calling in.
Well, yeah, well, they do it all the time. Did you hear now? Now Howard's been talking about me again this morning, and so some of his cronies called up, and they're trying to play back the tape of what he said about me.
And that's ridiculous.
Well, Howard loves to say rotten things about me, but he will never meet me face to face. I challenged him to come on my hot seat show face to face. He hasn't got the guts to meet me face to face.
No, I don't think he does either.
No, because he knows I can rip him to shreds.
I think he's just a big long-haired fruitcake.
He certainly is, and the things that I heard that he said this morning about former First Lady Pat Nixon, who just died, and the horrifying, degenerate things that he said about former First Lady Pat Nixon is more horrifying than I can even comprehend.
Yeah, Wally...
He has no decency whatsoever.
Yeah, I know. Wally, I'm a Rush Limbaugh fan, and I think you're a bullet head.
You get out of here.
Oh, yeah? Same to you.
That leaves a line available? No, it doesn't. Okay, line 3 is going. Attention, golfers. It's hello, you're on with Wally on K-Wiz and John Althouse. Hello.
Hi, Wally. It's Richard Cream. I'm a first-time caller.
Yes, Richard.
Yes, hi. If it wasn't for not for Wally, if it wasn't for Howard Stern, I don't think you'd have any calls at all, you jerk.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you big idiot.
Hey, listen, you stupid jackass. Do you want to...
Howard Stern?
Hey, come on down here to the studio and I'll punch your face out. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Hi, Wally. This is Mark from Costa Mesa.
How you doing, Mark?
Good. Thank you very much. Wally, I've been listening to you. I have a question. What's your feeling on the gun control issue?
I own a gun, and it is loaded, and believe me, if I have to, I will use it.
You'll shoot Howard Stern, won't you?
No, I would not kill Howard Stern, but I certainly would punch him out.
Why don't you like Howard? Don't you consider that a form of entertainment?
The guy is a degenerate. He says the most filthy, degrading, raunchy things on the air.
But he does it to get ratings, Wally.
He's a disgrace to broadcasting. Little kids call me, 10 and 11 years old, write me letters that they listen to Howard every day. He is a disgrace. He is a horrifying experience for children. And I think that broadcasting is not supposed to be allowing people like Howard Stern to get on the air and say any damn thing they want and say filthy, raunchy things, depictions of bodily functions and sexual. It's just the most degrading thing. Broadcasting is supposed to be something that everybody can turn on and not be offended. Howard is the worst of the worst. He should be off the air. You're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Wally, how you doing? This is Dennis from Fountain Valley.
Hello, Dennis.
How you doing today?
Okay.
I called because I heard you were going to take phone calls anymore, and I wanted to just tell you you're doing a great job before you go off.
Well, that's very nice of you to call, Dennis. I hope you'll be tuning in for my Sunday special, which will be on every Sunday morning at 10 a.m., the Wally George Great American Radio Special. I hope you'll be tuning in, Dennis, and I thank you for that call. I appreciate it very much. That's all the time we're going to have. John, I want to thank you for coming down.
I want to thank you for giving me this wonderful opportunity, Wally.
Well, did you have fun?
Sure did.
I want to wish you very good luck in your career. I'm sure you're going to go on to do radio and television.
Thank you. I hope so. I learned a lot.
Just keep plugging ahead and keep practicing. What I used to do at your age, I used to practice at home, putting on make-believe radio.
I do that every day.
Good for you. Good luck to you. John Althouse, 16 years old, our special guest co-host, broadcaster of tomorrow. I know you're going to make it, John. Good luck to you. Okay.
Well, I wonder whatever happened to John Althouse. Well, there was a little bit of Howard stuff in there that I didn't know about, or I'd forgotten about. So I hope Howard didn't mind me playing a little clip of his show from almost 25 years ago. So here's some more. Just switching tape, not trying to interrupt.
Back to the phone. You're on the Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Yeah, Wally, this is Frank from Placentia.
Yes, Frank, how are you?
Pretty good. I got two really quick things. First of all, could you play your Wally Wally song? And second, can I see you naked? Oh,
you stupid. We've already played the Wally Wally song in answer to your first question. In answer to your second question.
You're an idiot. Drop dead.
And have a nice day. Stupid jerk. Okay, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Yeah, Wally, this is Dick in Garden Grove.
Yes, how are you?
Oh, pretty good. How are you doing?
What's on your mind this morning?
When you constitute your morning of blues...
Thank you very much for your call. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Bye now. Goodbye now. I thought the party was sublime. We're listening to KIEV 870 AM.
No, we're not. You're listening to Quiz FM 96.7. Goodbye now. Goodbye now.
You're a dope. Stupid jerk.
Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Hi, Wally.
Who's this?
This is Dick.
From where?
This is from Bowie Bay.
What's on your mind, Dick?
I just want to know, in this one field, they're talking about the middle and between, controversy.
What controversy?
About wiping.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk about that sometime in depth. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM.
Hi, good morning, Wally. It's Belial.
Good morning, Belial. How are you this morning? Hang up and call back. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Wally, this is Frank.
From where?
From Placentia.
How are you doing, Frank?
Not bad.
I certainly appreciate your kind comments.
You're an idiot.
Have a nice day, Frank. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
The corner of 6th and Main and get your...
Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Is the cracker your ass, Chappie?
Thanks for your call. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM.
Good morning, faggot.
Oh, you're so cute. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Wally.
Yeah, who's this?
I want to see you.
Thank you for calling. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Who's this?
Shut up.
I beg your pardon?
Shut up.
Oh, really?
Shut up.
You want to come down here and say that to my face, you stupid little punk?
Yeah, I'd love to do it.
Hey, come on down to KDOC at 4 o'clock and meet me out in front and I'll punch your face in.
Shut up.
Are you going to be there?
Shut up.
Are you going to be there, punk?
Huh?
Are you going to be there at 4 o'clock at KDOC?
Shut up.
You haven't got the guts, do you?
All right.
Have you got the guts?
Yeah.
Be there at 4 o'clock and I'll punch your face in. Are you ready for me?
Yep.
Okay, meet me there. Okay, that's what he won't be there.
That was my friend David, and that was one of the times where he called me up in the middle of the show and he said, Danny, I don't have anything to say. What should I say? I said, I don't know, just tell Wally to shut up. Every time he says something, just say shut up until he hangs up on you. And I guess he thought that Wally was going to hang up on him right away, and he got kind of surprised. So I have to take my hat off, if I was wearing one, to Dave for coming up with something else to say after the shut up didn't get Wally to hang up. And I do believe there's going to be a repeat, not a repeat, but a kind of a sequel to that call coming up. So good going, Dave. Oh, by the way, I was Dick, and I was the first Dick, the one that asked about constituting his motoring ablutions or wiping or something like that. I also said, is it crack your ass, Chappie? There's a lot of me in here. If you can pick out my voice, good for you.
Oh, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM.
Wally.
Yeah.
Are you ever going to take your wig off?
I beg your pardon?
Are you ever going to take your wig off?
This is my own lovely hair.
It is not.
I'll bet you $1 million.
I want to see you naked.
you stupid little moronic.
Rubber Beaver performing this Sunday at the First Act.
Yeah, who's this?
This is Shahib.
Shahib?
Yes.
From where?
from India originally.
Okay, what's on your mind, Sahib?
Yeah, I'm sick and tired of all of these perverts in Los Angeles and all over the United States.
Well, so am I. It's about time we cleaned this country up, don't you think?
I think so, you know.
But I'll tell you, Sahib, where do you live? In Los Angeles?
Yeah, well, I live closer to the Montebello.
Well, are you in the Los Angeles area?
Yeah.
Well, you better hope and pray that Michael Wu does not win the election next Tuesday.
Yeah, those perverts, I'm sick and tired of these pervert politicians and these pervert old men marrying young women like you.
I beg your pardon?
You pervert.
You're calling me a pervert?
Yes.
Because
you are a pervert.
Oh, why is that? Because I have a young, beautiful wife?
Yes.
Well, obviously, you have a young, beautiful boyfriend named Bruce. I hope you'll be very happy. Jealous old idiot. He's jealous because I have a beautiful young wife. Not that much younger, maybe 3 or 4 years. Hello, you're on the air with Wally and George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Hey, Wally.
Who's this?
John.
Yes, John. Yeah, thanks for calling. Hello, you're on the air with Wally and George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Wally, this is Frank from Placentia.
Yes, Frank.
How you doing today?
Pretty good.
What would happen if you couldn't have any more bell?
Yeah, thank you so much for your call. Hello, you're on the air with Wally and George on Quiz FM.
Hey, Wally.
Yeah.
After all this talk, I'm definitely going to vote for Reardon now. I'm getting sick of all this Wu stuff, you know.
Yeah, this guy is getting to be really ludicrous, isn't he?
I mean, I think he's a pervert.
Don't be a pervert. Yeah, that's exactly what he is. Thank you. I'm glad you agree with me. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
This hit's for you, Wally.
Thanks a lot. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Yes, Wally, this is Roy from Harbor City.
Yes, Roy?
Yeah, I was thinking, I don't think Michael Wu or Reardon is a very good choice, either one of them.
Well, we have to pick one of them because those are the only two that are in the race. So
that's true. But if I could vote for anybody, I would for a good American. I'd handle that for L.A.
David Duke.
Yes.
Are you a racist?
Well, I don't want to answer that right now.
Oh, of course not, because
it has anything to do with it.
Well, that means you are a racist. Because anybody who would want to vote for an idiot like David Duke would have to be a racist. David Duke is a disgrace to the United States of America and all racists like him.
Why do you think he's a disgrace to America?
Because he's a racist pig. He thinks that he hates blacks, he hates Jews and Chicanos. He thinks that we should have a separation of the races. He thinks that he is superior to blacks and Jews and others. He has been a tremendous supporter of the American Nazi Party, and I say anyone who goes along those lines are a disgrace to America. We cannot tolerate racism and bigotry in America. This is one nation under God with liberty and justice for all, no matter what color you may be, no matter what race you may be. This is one nation under God. We are all equal, and David Duke does not believe that. Neither does Tom Metzger or any of those other racist idiots. David Duke was the former Grand Dragon of the most hideous racist organization in the country, the Ku Klux Klan.
What do you think about Tom Metzger for president?
Well, I just told you he's the same as David Duke. They are racist, and you obviously are a racist too, and you're out of here. We don't put up with that kind of baloney. Stupid moron. Oh, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Who's this? Hello, you're on the air. Are you there, caller? Okay. Hung up on me. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead. Hello, caller. What happened to these people? Hello, you're on there with Wally George.
Hey, how's your penis?
Get out of here, you stupid moron. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, I gotta hear that again. Yeah, that was me. Wally was having trouble getting somebody on the line, and somehow I got on there and said, "Hey, how's your penis?"
Okay. Hung up on me. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead. Hello, caller. What happened to these people? Hello, you're on there with Wally George. Hey, how's your penis? Get out of here, you stupid moron. Oh. Hey, hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
You're an ugly dimwit.
Get out of here. Okay, so the Howard Stern fanatics have jammed the lines. So now we have some more open lines available. Just dial 1-800-748-4651 if you want to talk back to Wally, whatever's on your mind. That's 1-800-748-4651.
Calling this program. You are a degenerate, racist pig. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Yeah, good morning, you white trash.
Good morning. How are you? Nice to hear from you. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Long live Beirut.
Okay, thanks for your comment. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Hello, Mr. America. This is Alex from Irvine.
Hello, Alex. How are you?
How's it going? Yeah.
I appreciate your kind remarks. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Saeed.
Yes?
Wally?
Yes?
Hey, Saeed.
All right, what do you want to talk about, Saeed?
Well, you're a barber, man.
Thanks for your call. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Good morning, Wally. This is Tim from Long Beach.
Yes, Tim. Good morning.
I'd like to speak to you today, if I could, about circumcision.
I don't want to talk about circumcision. Call up Howard Stern. I'm sure he'd like to spend 2 or 3 hours talking about that. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Wally, could I talk to Janice? Because I want to...
No, I'm sorry. Janice is not available, and I doubt she would give you any of her valuable time. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Good morning, Wally. This is Tim. I'm calling from Orange.
Yes, what's on your mind, Tim?
Yeah, I, too, hate spicks and niggers.
You are. Listen, I will not have that kind of thing on this program. Rudy, the next time that comes up, bleep them off the air. If we're going to get people calling up here and saying racist things, I want that bleeped off the air immediately. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Hi, Wally. This is Eric from Inglewood.
Go to the phones. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Who's this?
This is Billy from Anaheim, Wally.
Who?
Billy from Anaheim.
Okay, what's on your mind this morning?
Yeah, I'm bomb toking it today.
Well, good for you. Have a wonderful day, and I hope you're arrested. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Hey, he is.
Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
How's your penile implant?
Hello, you're on there with Wally Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Hi, Wally. This is Sean from Mission Viejo.
Yes, Sean. Go ahead. What's on your mind?
I just want to say that it makes me sick to my stomach when I hear these people making racial comments on your show.
Well, they're not going to get away with it because there is no place in this country for racists to come on the air and say horrifying things. If you're a racist or a bigot, you should not be allowed in this country, is what I say.
Absolutely.
Because this is one nation under God with liberty and justice for all, no matter what color you may be, no matter what race you may be. This is for all of us. And for those people who call this program or other programs and say racist things, we are not going to permit it. We are going to erase you from the air, and you'll never get back on this program again, because I will not stand for it. Thank you very much for your call. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM.
Good morning, Wally.
Wally.
Who is this?
This is Eric from Garden Grove.
Okay, Eric, what's on your mind, I hope, this morning?
Yeah, I'm really upset at all these people calling in with racial remarks.
Well, they're not going to get away with it because we have our finger on the button. We're on 10-second tape delay, and the next person who says anything racial will just be bleeped off the air, and they won't be able to be heard.
Well,
so, okay. And I thank you for your call. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Eric from Anaheim, Wally.
Yes, sir? Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Yes, Wally, this is Jorge.
Oh, hello. How are you today?
How are you? Pretty good.
Okay, what's on your mind today?
First of all, I get tired of all these people calling and just saying stupid things. I mean, don't they have anything better to do?
Well, they have to get a life for themselves. They obviously, at 10 o'clock in the morning, obviously they're not working. They have no jobs. They're probably not in school. They have nothing better to do but to call me and say insane things and try to jam all my telephone lines. Yeah. I've gone through this for years because
I get kind of worried because I hope the sponsors, don't think that there's no use on having such a program like yours because like this morning it's been like 75% of the calls just dirty calls, stupid calls. I just hope they don't think that.
No, they realize that 98% of the people who listen to my show don't even bother to call. And they realize that there are a bunch of jerks out there who call all the talk shows. You'd be amazed at how many of them try to jam the lines on other talk shows. Yeah. And they're just a bunch of jerks and idiots. I have very loyal sponsors, and they realize that I have a very big audience out there who want to hear what's going on. Grill and Bar in Buena Park. Oh, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Hi, good morning, Wally. It is Ohio.
Is it really? Okay, thanks for your call. With Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Good morning, Wally. This is Ted from Corona. How you doing?
Pretty good, Ted.
I'd like to say something to all your, all the bozos out there, okay?
Yeah.
I'd like to tell them to all, leave Wally alone. Give Wally a break, and why don't they just call him the Andy Shimanek Show?
Yeah, that's right. Well, we shall persevere over these stupid nitwits. They've been doing this to me for about the past 6-7 years.
Up and call back. Oh, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Who's this?
Yeah, this is Billy from Buena Park, Wally.
How are you, Billy?
Yeah, fine. I'm calling from work right now.
Well, nice to hear from you. What's on your mind this morning?
Yeah, my friend Bob, he always listens to your radio show. He's sitting at home right now. He's always smoking my pot when I'm not there, and I'm pissed.
Well, you know where I wish you were right now?
I'm mad at him because he dips into my stash without asking me.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you. You know where I wish you were right now, Billy? I wish you were in the Slammer. Goodbye, pal. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Hi, Wally.
Who's this?
David.
David from
Garden Grove.
What's on your mind, David?
Yeah, I just wanted to say, happy anniversary for 6 months on the air now.
Boy, you've been keeping track, huh?
Yeah, 6 months of Baba Booey.
6 months of not of Baba Booey. Have you got something else on your mind today?
Huh? Well, I just wanted to say, happy 6 months anniversary. And
well, thank you for keeping track. Has it been six months, Rudy?
Yep, 6 months.
It's a half a year. Oh, that seems impossible. That's right. We started in January.
Yes, that's right. 4th.
Well, David, thank you for being so considerate to remember that, and have a great weekend.
Oh, you too, Wally.
Thanks, David. Bye-bye. There's a good caller. Surprise, surprise. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Hello.
I am C-3PO, and this is my...
Have a happy day. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
I think we've been submerged.
Thank you very much. I think so, too. Hello, you're on there with Wally FM.
This is John from San Clemente.
Hello, John.
16-year-old broadcaster wannabe. And
oh, yes, John. You're the young man who wants to be a broadcaster.
Yeah, and you should be expecting a letter from me next week, by the way.
Well, I'll be looking forward to it, John. Thank you.
Okay. First of all, you should maybe try and get a screener or something for these, so these Howard Stern fanatics won't be able.
Well, you see, that doesn't work. We have a screener. My producer Rudy in there screens as good as you can screen. But you see, here's how these little ludicrous idiots get by the screeners, and it happens not just on my show, but I've seen it happen on a lot of other radio talk shows. What they do is they call, and the screener answers and says, "What do you want to talk to so-and-so about?" And they say, "I want to talk to Wally," or whoever it may be on whatever show it may be. "I want to talk to Wally about President Clinton and his appointment of this woman," and they sound very reasonable. Yeah. So the screener puts the guy on hold, and the minute the call comes through, they change it. So I mean, how are they going to get around that?
I see now. I see.
They never come on the air They never come on the phone and tell the screener, I'm going to yell at Wally and say a dirty word. Of course they're not going to say that.
That's true.
So they come up with a perfectly logical thing they're going to talk about, and then when they put... I had this happen to me for 5 years on KLAC. Same thing happened to me for 6 years, 7 years on KDOC TV when I did a show called Hot Seat Hotline, where I had and we had 2 screeners over there, and they got through. They're idiots, but that doesn't bother me because, you know, we can get rid of them so quickly, and then we get people like you on the air, and we give you all the time you want.
Now bomb them out of there.
And then we just bomb. So you see, what they're trying to do is, they're trying to get me so upset and so angry. They're trying to force me off the air. See, that's what they've been trying to do to me for years. The whole thing, these liberal activists have been trying to bombard me, trying to stop me from saying the things that I say. And by jamming my telephone lines, by writing me threatening letters, and all that, they think they can stop me. But hey, this is my 11th year with Hot Seat, and I am never going to be stopped because I am bigger and better than they are, and we have overcome. So anyway, John, I think Woo would be even worse, if that's possible. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
A Wally George program and try to seduce somebody.
Thank you very much for your call. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM.
Good morning, Wally. This is Eddie from Harbor City.
Yes, Eddie.
How are you doing today?
Pretty good, thanks.
I'd like to congratulate you on your 6-month anniversary.
Yep, and our 11th year anniversary for Hot Seat next month.
All right, congratulations. To celebrate, so another big bong toke weekend.
Oh, well, good for you, pal. I hate to see it. I hate to say it, pal, but you are brain dead. You are absolutely brain dead. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Hi, Wally.
Who's this?
This is Bob.
From where?
Butte.
Okay, what's on your...
I got 2 questions, Wally.
Okay.
I just want to tell everybody out there, all the Howard Stern fans, to call Gay Radio tomorrow night and bombard them. And my next...
Wait, what's that again?
Huh? I'd like to bombard them tomorrow, you know, Baba Booey them. And my next question...
You want to Baba Booey all the Howard Stern fans?
No, tomorrow on Gay Radio, we're gonna bombard Gay Radio tomorrow. I want all the Howard Stern fans to call them.
Are you on Gay Radio?
Huh?
Are you a member of that Gay Radio?
No, I'm not. Well, I'm not. And my next question, Wally, how come you weren't there at 4 o'clock?
I was there. I was looking for you, pal. Where were you?
I was looking for you. I didn't see your T-Bird. Shut up.
Get out of here.
Boy, are you dumb.
Unbelievable. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Julian from Irvine, Wally.
Hello, Julian.
Yeah, listen to my saying that I made up for all the lunatics out there that are crank calling you.
Okay.
Rim shot ready.
We're ready with the rim shot.
All right.
Well, that was okay. But we had to bleep you a little bit because you said a no word. Yeah, okay. Give him a little rim shot anyway there.
Hey, Wally.
Yes, what else is on your mind, Julian?
Yeah, fresh, green, sticky buds are good to smoke.
Get out of here. If you want to kill yourself, pal, that's fine. Just don't blow your stuff in my face. Hey, I want to introduce you to...
Baba Booey. That's what I was going to say. Yeah, that was David, my friend David, making the call, wishing Wally, the first call, wishing Wally a happy 6-month anniversary. So that tells me that I was wrong. Wally started in January 1993 and went through the end of June. So it was 6 months, but I thought he'd started late in 1992, not early 93. Back to the show.
Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
You're listening to the voice of Howard Stern.
I don't want to hear the voice of Howard Stern. I don't want to lose my breakfast. Trust me, I do not want to lose my breakfast. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Hi, good morning, Wally. It's Belial.
Good morning, Belial. Okay, let's go back to the phones. You're on with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Hi, Wally.
Who's this?
David.
Yes?
Yes?
Bye. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Hi, this is Walter. I'm calling from Anaheim.
Walter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my real name, Walter.
I spoke to you like 3 weeks ago.
Yes, Walter. Thanks for calling back. What's on your mind this morning?
Oh, yeah, I was reading in the newspaper, this Andy Shimonek is getting high ratings as you are.
Oh, come on. There is no Andy Shimonek. There is no Andy Shimonek. There never has been. There never will be. So get out of here and don't bother me.
I am not your mother.
Yeah, and don't try to pull my all-American leg either. I will not put up with. We have a line available now at 1-800-748-4651. 1-800-748-4651, toll free from anywhere in Southern California. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Hey, this is Jackie the Joke Man. Call Howard toll free at 1-800.
Hello, you're on there with Wally George. See those Howard Stern fanatics? They're so ridiculous. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM.
Yeah, do you want to go to bed with me?
Thank you so much for your call. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
This is John, your pal from San Clemente.
Yes, John.
Geez, all these pranksters starting to call in now.
Yeah, isn't it something?
Yeah.
I'm so thrilled.
Yeah. I heard about your anti-Stern campaign.
My anti-Stern campaign?
Anti-Howard Stern campaign.
I've had that going for over a year.
Oh, can I get information on that, or what are you trying to?
I'm trying to get him off the air. I am urging all of my viewers and listeners to write to the Federal Communications Commission and to the stations that carry him to tell them that Howard Stern is a garbage mouth. He is a degrading disgrace to broadcasting, and he should be removed from the airwaves.
I agree with you. Okay, I got that information. I'm going to write now. I'm going to go right to stations broadcasting. I'll tell them.
Write to Classics, KLSX, and say that you're not going to listen to their station anymore.
Yeah,
and write to the Federal All you got to do is write to the Federal Communications Commission, Washington, D.C., and say you've had it with Howard Stern and his filthy, vulgar garbage mouth, and you want him off the air. It's as simple as that. Thank you for your call.
Nice day. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Oh, Wally, this is James. I talked to you last Thursday.
Yes, James?
I, too, read that Andy Shimonek was getting higher ratings.
You see, these people, get a life. Get a life. There is no such person, and you know it. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Hi, Wally.
Who's this?
Gary.
Who?
Gary from Orange.
Jerry or Gary?
Gary.
Okay, Gary, go ahead.
So, hey, Wally, this bong took's for you.
I beg your pardon?
This bong took is for you.
Wonderful. And when they have your funeral in a few days, when you are completely brain dead from smoking all those joints and whatever else you do, don't call on me to come to your funeral. Stupid jerks. Anybody who is into drugs can't believe how terrifying it is. Terrifying. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
People are complaining about discrimination.
Thank you for your call. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM.
Hi, this is Baba Booey.
Hey, let's bring on Pat Boone now, ladies and gentlemen.
You better do something, Wally. American radio show. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Who's this?
Yeah, this is Alex from Irvine, Wally.
Alex from Irvine, Wally. Okay, Alex, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm calling today for a message for all them losers that call you.
Yeah, all those Howard Stern
all
rejects.
All guys that crank call you and say they're smoking dope, killing their brain and all that.
Well, I think a lot of them are smoking dope, and I think they should leave my show and tune in Howard Stern and
yeah. Let me tell them their message. All I want to say is light it, don't hide it.
Light it, don't hide it?
Yeah, and save your roaches.
I see. Are you one of those drugged out
Well, I'm not drugged out. I'm just high right now. I smoked about 2 joints right before I listened to your show.
How old are you?
I'm 19, Wally.
You're under arrest.
Drop dead. You're a dope.
Don't ever darken my doorstep again, you teenage perverted moron. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Good morning, Wally. It's Belial.
No, it's not. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead. Hello, caller. Oh, they hung up on me. Shame on them. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Good morning, Wally. This is Eddie from Harbor City. How are you doing today?
Pretty good, Eddie. What's on your mind this morning?
I just want to remind everybody to go out and vote.
Oh, thank you. Hey, that's a good reminder. Thank you for that, Eddie.
And then also for everybody to go home and take a big bump.
Yes, thank you very much. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Yeah, Wally, this is Jorge.
Jorge, how are you this morning?
Not too bad.
What's on your mind?
I have a good name for the rockin' pasta. Is that the name?
Rockin' pasta.
Yeah. I have a good name for it.
Well, they already have a name for it. It's called Rockin' Pasta.
No, but they have something called Chicken Wally?
Yeah, Chicken Wally. Right.
Wally's Noodle.
Get out. Jorge, that isn't even amusing. What else? You're on here with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Hello, Wally. This is Julian from Irvine.
Julian, how are you?
I'm fine today. I'm so glad that it's legal to pray in school now.
Yeah, isn't that great? Finally, the United States Supreme Court did something that I agree with.
Yeah, I'm so glad. Now I can participate in Satan.
Yes, thank you very much. Hello. And we continue on this terrific Tuesday on the Wally George Great American Radio Show. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Long Coke.
Same to you. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Hello, are you there, caller? Okay, didn't want to wait. Oh, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Yeah, Wally, this is Dave from Laguna.
Dave from Laguna. Okay, Dave, go ahead. Hey, before you speak, Dave, we have a couple lines that just opened up at 1-800-748-4651, 1-800-748-4651, toll free from anywhere in Southern California. How are things in Laguna today, Dave?
Things are fine. Just sitting here, just relaxing.
Okay.
Anyways, I'm calling you today for my phone bong. I can talk and talk at the same.
Well, that's wonderful for you. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Hello, Wally. This is Eric.
Yeah, thanks for your call, Eric. And I have a message for you.
Drop dead.
And have a nice day too. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Niggers, Kaiser.
Hello, you're on there. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM.
Wally.
Yes, who's this?
Vote and bong toke.
Where, you know these Howard Stern people are so asinine, so ridiculous. Come on, get real, get a life, get a life. 1-800-748-4651, toll free. 1-800-748-4651. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM.
Vote and bong toke. That got to be a very big thing. Bong toke. People were calling up. I think Dave or me or both of us together started saying bong toke on there, and other people picked up on it before you knew it. Everybody was saying bong toke. So I guess that's another good reason for Wally to have a little bong there by him. And yes, I'm just talking while I flip over the tape.
Get a life. Get a life. 1-800-748-4651, toll free. 1-800-748-4651. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Oh, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Billy from Buena Park, Wally.
Yes, Billy.
Yeah, I'm smoking alien type.
Very good. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead. You see what happens, folks, is the Howard Stern fanatics try to jam my telephone lines, and they don't want anybody decent to get through. Well, nope. And we continue on this terrific Tuesday on the Wally George Great American Radio Show. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Long Coke.
Same to you. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Hello, are you there, caller? Okay, didn't want to wait. Oh, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Yeah, Wally, this is Dave from Laguna.
Dave from Laguna. Okay, Dave, go ahead. Hey, before you speak, Dave, we have a couple lines that just opened up at 1-800-748-4651, 1-800-748-4651. 888-4651, toll-free from anywhere in Southern California. How are things in Laguna today, Dave?
Things are fine. Just sitting here, just relaxing. Okay. Anyways, I'm calling you today for my phone bong. I can talk and talk at the same...
Well, that's wonderful for you.
Wally, Georgia, Quiz FM, go ahead.
Hello, you're on the air with Wally, Georgia on Quiz FM. Go ahead. Hello, you're on the air. Hello, you're on the air with Wally, Georgia on Quiz FM.
Wally,
Yes, who's this?
vote and bong toke.
Well, these Howard Stern people are so asinine, so ridiculous. Come on, get real, get a life, get a life. 1-800-7...
Yes, I know those were all just repeats that you heard on the other side. And I also told you that these are very crudely edited, and sometimes you get repeats. Sorry.
5-1. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Billy from Buena Park, Wally.
Yes, Billy.
Yeah, I'm smoking alien type.
Very good. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead. You see, what happens, folks, is the Howard Stern fanatics try to jam my telephone lines, and they don't want anybody decent to get through. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on...
Hi, fans and fantasies out there in Radio Land. This is Maynard G. Krebs sitting in for Toby Gillis. I'm going to spin a few potters for you cool cats out there in Listensville.
Quiet, numbskulls. I'm broadcasting.
Gee, this is ridiculous. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Good morning, Wally. It is Belial.
It is, eh? Yeah, sure it is. Thank you very much. Didn't work. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George. 2 minutes ago?
Another idiot on a long line of idiots, Wally.
Oh, yeah, they have you recorded, but I can always tell the real Belial. Are you happy today, Belial?
Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Said you smell good.
Yeah, same to you. Okay, hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM.
Hi, Wally.
Who's this?
This is John.
From where?
From L.A.
Yeah, what's on your mind, John?
Yes, I voted for Bong Toke.
Well, and you lost because you're a loser. A lifetime loser. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead. Hello, caller, are you there? They hung up on me, okay. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Hello, Wally.
Yeah, thanks for calling. Hello, the phones. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Hey, Wally. Oh, this is David, man. One of your dedicated fans.
Yes? Well, I'm glad you're dedicated, and you're out of here. Hello, you're on here with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
You want me? This is Peter.
From where?
From Los Angeles.
Okay, what's on your mind, Peter?
Well, I'd like to thank you because thanks to your picture, there's no rats in my house anymore.
Oh, that's so funny. I'm just doubling over with hysteria. That was one of the funniest things. Did you wait on the phone for 45 minutes just to say that? Peter, you should go into showbiz. That was hysterical. Wasn't that hysterical? Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Wally, this is Victor from Palos Verdes.
Victor from Palos Verdes. Okay, go ahead.
Belial is a fag.
Get out of here. If anybody is, you are, pal. And I think you also have hairy palms, as a matter of fact. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Does wiping irritate your butt?
Thank you very much. See, they finally got through near the end of the show.
That was me asking Wally if wiping irritates his butt, but of course he won't let me ask the full question because he just can't take it. I have to give credit where credit's due. Victor from Harbor City that you just heard, as tasteless as it may seem, tasteless and pretty funny because it was out of nowhere, he was the first one to say Belial is a fag.
Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Hi, Wally.
Hi.
This is Gary.
Okay, Gary.
Yeah, Wally, I was watching the Ozzy and Harriet show yesterday.
And I was on it.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that. And you're all... Hey, Wally, I was wondering, did you ever see Ozzy shower?
No, but I didn't. I know it would have been a big thrill for you, but no, I never did. Never had any desire. Oh, wait, but that reminds me of a very funny story. I was on the Ozzie and Harriet show years ago as a kid. When I was about 11, 12 years old, I was on the Adventures of Ozzie and Harriet. Remember the Ozzie and Harriet show? I was the grocery boy on the Ozzie and Harriet show. And I got to know the whole Nelson family very, very well. I worked with the Ozzie and Harriet people for many years. And Ozzie Nelson was a great guy. And Harriet, and of course I got to know Ricky Nelson quite well, David. And I was so close to that family that I had a key to the house where I could go up to Ozzie and Harriet's house and open the door and walk. I was like a member of the family. It was an amazing experience. It was like my second family. One day, and Ozzie never let me forget it. One day we were rehearsing at CBS, and Ozzie said, "Wally, gosh, I forgot my script. It's on my desk. Would you mind running back to my house and getting my script?" So I got in my car, and I must have been about 16 then, and I roared over to Ozzie's house, and it was in the middle of the day, and I opened the door, and Harriet was still at the house, and she had just stepped out of the shower. And as I walked down the hallway, out walked Harriet, stark naked. And we just stared at each other. One of the most embarrassing moments of both of our lives. I knew you'd like that. And Ozzie had to, all right, it wasn't that funny. And Ozzie, at the next rehearsal, when he heard about what happened, he said, well, Harriet has a special birthmark on her body.
Take your hands off my daughter, Fruit Lips.
No, Ozzie said, Harriet has a special birthmark on her body, and only Wally and I know where it is. I never forgot that. Well, I'm sorry I brought it up. It wasn't that amusing. I got to get out of here now. That's all the time we're going to have.
Howard, how you doing?
What?
How you doing?
Oh, no. How am I doing?
This is an example of things that I had intended to call and play on Wally's show. Whether they got on or not, I can't remember, but a lot of times those things got on these compilations. So if you hear stuff like this, you'll know what it is.
How you doing?
Oh, no. How am I doing?
Yeah. I want to win McCartney ticket.
Thinking whore.
Oh, gee.
How am I doing? I'm doing miserable from you smelly wench.
Oh,
pull up your underpants. I caught a whiff right from here. I can't take this.
Actually, I do think that gets on the air. Pull up your underpants. I could caught a whiff from right here. Something like that. It does get on the air, so listen for that.
Howard Stern Show.
Hi, this is Fred Danford Boy. To speak with Howard now, call 1-800-23-STONE.
On your schedule. All right. Thank you. We'll be back right after these words.
You're listening to the only black man who can get served in Denny's restaurant.
Hey, this is Jackie the Joke Man. Call Howard toll-free at 1-800-23-STERN. Howard will be right back on 97.1 KLSX.
97.
Sorry, don't want that on there because that's a copyright strike waiting to happen right there. I can't do that. Shut up, Bob. Shut up, Bob. Bob Dylan is continuing to tell us that we must get stoned, but I can't have Bob Dylan saying that on here because it'll really ruin everything. I think I wanted to play that to Wally once.
Who's this?
John from Orange.
From Orange. How you doing, John?
Oh, pretty good.
What do you want to talk about this morning?
Oh yeah, I was wondering, do you think it's moral for a man to marry a woman from another country?
I certainly do. Why are you trying to insinuate that it's immoral that I married a girl from England?
Oh, that's it. So you can get another second paycheck if she's producing your TV show.
Well, she works for me.
I know that. So you can get a second paycheck.
She doesn't get a paycheck from me. I mean, she doesn't have to get a paycheck. We have a joint checking account.
Oh.
She and I share the same checking account. She can write as many checks as she wants. She's not on my payroll. She's my partner. She's my partner. She's the producer of my television show. And why would you insinuate that it's immoral to marry someone from a foreign country?
So she can stay in this country.
What do you mean so she can stay in this country?
And you got her pregnant so she can...
Well, don't you want people to come from other countries and live here? And by the way, you stupid ass, if you don't mind me saying that, she was living here long before she married me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Now, are you satisfied, you stupid jerk? Get out of here. Can you imagine that? It's immoral to marry someone from another country. I'm happy to say that my wife, Janice, was born in England. And my father was born in England. And she is now becoming an American citizen. Is there anything wrong with that? We have a line available now at 1-800-748-4651, 1-800-748-4651. Toll free from anywhere in Southern California, Orange County. Nice to hear from you. Thanks for your call. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Who likes Holly, though?
Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
That was me with a follow-up to my friend David's disjointed question about marrying a person from another country. I asked, who wipes Holly? Holly being Wally and Janice's 2-year-old daughter, I think she was at the time. Yes, we were even attacking Wally's daughter and his wife. We were relentless.
On Quiz FM, go ahead.
Who likes Holly, though?
Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead. Yes, wonderful. Well, I certainly appreciate that. Yes, I certainly agree with you. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Hello, Wally.
Who's this?
Bob.
From where?
Bay.
Okay, what do you want to talk about, Bob? Now, are you going to be sensible or are you going to be a stupid idiot? One or the other.
Shut up.
That's what I thought. Yeah, okay, you're out of here. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Hello, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Hey, Wally, how you doing?
Fine. Who's this?
This is Nick from Irvine.
Mick?
Yeah, how you doing?
How you doing, Mick?
Doing good. I just want to call and say these idiots are turning your show into a real joke here. I'm getting really bent.
Well, you see, I'll tell you what the situation is. The Howard Stern fanatics, because I am anti-Howard Stern, have been trying to jam my lines, and they've been doing this now everywhere I have gone. You know, they do this, and so we just bypass them and go on to people who are sane. Do you have something sane to say?
Well, I'm just saying to say that Howard Stern's a real dork, and I'm getting really tired of them calling and ruining a good thing for the rest of us.
Yeah, because these people are trying to stop people like you from getting through to say what you have to say on my program.
Yeah, well, you're doing a great job, Wally, and I'm naked!
Thank you very much. I'm sure you probably are. The Wally George Great American Radio Show. You can call me toll-free any... George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Hi, Wally.
Who's this?
Chad.
Chad?
From Anaheim.
Yeah, what's on your mind? I'm very happy too that we have Richard Reardon as our mayor. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM.
Oh, hold on, Wally. Get the radio on. Look.
Okay. Call me back. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George. Now? Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz. Who's this?
Hey, Wally.
Yeah, who's this?
John.
Sean?
John.
Yes, John. What's on your mind today?
I'm getting tired of you singing.
You're getting tired of me singing? Well, that's your tough luck. You don't like it, pal? That's just the way it goes. Because I am the best singer in the history of show business. They call me Mr. Entertainment. Well, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
From Fabulous Fullerton.
Nate from Fabulous Fullerton. How are you, Nate?
Oh, pretty good. I was wondering when you're going to get liposuction done on your turkey here.
Yeah, that's fair. Hey, Nate, you need some liposuction on your brain. Quickly. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead. Hello, caller. Are you there? So, okay. Hello, you're on. Okay. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George. Okay, let's go back to the phones. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Pull up here in the pants. I caught a whiff right from here.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thanks for calling.
Stupid jerk.
And let's go to the next caller. You're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Oh, hi, Wally. This is John from Fountain Valley.
Yes, John?
I just want to comment on the duck situation.
Quiz FM.
Hi, this is Fred Donovan Boy. To speak with Howard now, call 1-8...
Yeah, thanks for your call. Yeah, sure. You're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM.
Good morning, Wally. I want to fight Rudy Tootie.
Who's this?
This is Baba Booey, Mario Ponce from Norwalk.
Wonderful. Thanks for calling.
Drop dead.
Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
This is John, junior broadcaster from San Clemente. Wally, this is Nathan from Placentia.
Yes, Nathan?
Yeah, I just wanted to tell you I think your wife's the...
Yes, thank you so much. I'm glad you appreciate Janice. I'll tell her that you called. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
This is John, junior broadcaster from San Clemente.
Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
This is John, junior broadcaster from San Clemente.
This is me trying to get a good copy of John announcing himself so that I can use Wally's big fan, John, the junior broadcaster, in a Baba Booey call. Nobody is safe.
Baba Booey, you idiot. Baba Booey, Baba Booey, Baba Booey, Baba Booey.
You're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM.
Hi, Wally.
Who's this?
David.
Yes, David?
A big bong toke weekend.
Get out of here, you stupid.
And let's go back to the busy phones we have out there. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
This is John, junior broadcaster from San Clemente.
From San Clemente? Yeah, sure. Get out of here. Blow him up. Another Howard Stern fanatic. Another Howard Stern. Can you believe that? They're still there.
Stupid jerk.
Let's go back to the phones. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Hi, good morning, Wally. It's Belial.
Truly Belial.
It is truly Belial, Wally.
And not a recording.
This is not a recording.
Good morning, Belial. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Happy Monday to you, Wally.
Happy. Okay. Now we continue along here. Let's go back. You stupid, brain-dead, perverted moron. Go back to your idol, Howard Stern. Get lost.
Drop dead.
People have been waiting long enough. Let's hope there's not too many Looney Tunes out there today, Reggie. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Hello. Hello.
Wally?
Yeah, who's this?
David.
Hello, David. What's on your mind this morning?
Oh, yeah. I just wanted to say that I didn't hear your show yesterday and heard you're going out on tour.
Yes, yeah. Well, this summer we're going to be going on the road and be actually taping some of our shows in various cities and doing personal appearances. In mid-July, I'm going to be going to England about the 16th of July, doing some television back there. And so we made the announcement that we are changing our format here at Quiz FM. We couldn't have a better day than that for Mr. America. Starting Sunday, July 4th, we're going to do a weekly Wally George Great American Radio special every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. That will start on Sunday, July the 4th. Until then, we'll be here every day, okay?
So that means we won't have a radio show no more, huh?
Only on Sundays. But you know, we did that all along. As you recall, if you heard any of my other radio shows on KLAC and the other, we were only on once a week. And we're going to be here every Sunday
tune in Sunday morning at 10 o'clock, and we'll do a All-American Wally George special for you.
Are you going to do your radio show after the tour in the summer?
No, I think we'll have to keep it as a weekly show.
Oh, really?
It's really too darn tough doing a daily radio show and then racing down to Orange County to put my 6 days a week TV show together. So I think once a week is going to be all I can handle as far as radio goes. I'm also working on a book now with a very fine publisher. It's going to be called Wally's World, and I'm working on writing about the story of Wally. So that's going to keep me very busy. So I got a lot on my plate, as my daughter Rebecca liked to say. I've got so much on my plate, Dad. Well, I've got a lot on my plate. So, I got to do what I have to do. But I thank you for your call, David, and keep listening. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
This is John, junior broadcaster from San Clemente.
Hello, John. How are you this morning?
Good,
there, I knew it.
Stupid jerk.
A Howard Stern fanatic.
You're an idiot.
Okay, let's go. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Hello, are you there, caller? He got tired and hung up. Can you believe that? Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Hello, are you there? Stupid people. Hey, if you don't have the patience to wait, then don't call. They get tired and they hang up. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead. Hello?
Baba Booey. Baba Booey. Baba Booey. Baba Booey. Baba Booey.
Hey, pal. Get alive! Get alive! Do you hear me?
Drop dead.
Have a nice day. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Wally, this is Victor.
I hope that Belial is listening so he can call back and defend himself. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM.
Hello, Wally. This is Alex from Irvine.
Yes, are you a sane caller?
Of course I am. All these lunatics that are cranking on you, I'm sick of it.
Well, these are the Howard Stern people. Howard Stern has personally instructed them to call and try to jam my phone lines here, but we just get rid of them and get through to you. What's on your mind this morning, Alex?
Yeah, I heard that you're going to be on for like a week now, or is that what you were saying earlier? You're going to be airing only for like one day in July?
Yeah, starting on Sunday, July the 4th, we will be on Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. with the Wally George Great American Radio Special.
First you come out with the radio, then now you're writing a book, huh?
Yep, we're writing a book, and we're going on a national tour starting next month.
Ain't Howard Stern writing a book?
Yeah, he says he is.
But you're copying him, aren't you?
No, I'm not, because I was... Hey, whatever happened to Howard Stern's movie?
Oh, no, he told me...
There is no more movie, you stupid jerk. He is fading. He is falling apart. He lost his movie with New Line Cinema. He lost his movie. He's trying to write a book. I have a signed contract. He is a loser. You are an idiot, and you're out of here. Howard Stern is a loser. He is a garbage-mouth, idiot, perverted loser, and you are one of his loser, fanatical fans. You deserve each other. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Wally George?
Yes.
Yes, this is Saeed.
Yeah, what's on your mind, Saeed?
Well, is your hair real?
Yeah, thanks a lot. This is one reason I'm really going to enjoy doing the weekly show. I don't have to put up with a bunch of jackasses like you, okay? Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Yeah, Wally.
Who's this?
Rick.
Yeah, Rick, what's on your mind?
Yeah. No, I was wondering if you wanted a pound of weed on your...
I tell you. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM.
John Heaney from Lakewood.
Well, thank God. Good morning, John.
Morning, Wally. I know you had a lot of ding-dongs at the beginning.
Well,
I want to talk about old sleep.
These people are such idiots.
Yeah,
they are such losers. They have no lives of their own. You see, all they have in their lives is every morning at 10 o'clock, the only thing they have left to do in their perverted, stupid, worthless lives is to wait for 10 o'clock when they can call on the phone and make idiots of themselves. No, make idiots of themselves.
Yeah, and then I want to talk about old Slick Willie this morning. How he...
Yeah, that John Haney from Lakewood, he's another target of mine. Anybody that calls up and wants to be normal gets targeted.
Hi, this is Howard.
Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Scratch your butt.
Thanks so much for your wonderful call. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM.
Hi, Wally. This is John from Fountain Valley.
Yes, John.
I got tired of all those nuts calling in, so I decided to call and get...
I'm glad you called in, John. You're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Little dog bites.
Thank you very much. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM.
Hello, Wally.
Who's this?
Yeah, this is Julian.
Yes, Julian. What's on your mind?
Not much. I tried calling them fags last...
Yeah, thanks a lot. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Sperm.
Total Maniacs. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
This is John from San Clemente.
Yes?
This is the junior broadcaster.
Oh, yes, John. How are you this morning?
Good. I had the chance to hear the show today, and I'm hearing people using my voice for pranks.
Using your voice?
Yeah, they used it. They started up and it said, "This is John from San Clemente, the junior broadcaster," and they go on saying the Baba Booey.
Oh, really?
They're pranking you. They're pranking you using my voice.
Well, they're doing that with a lot of people. They are recording
with Belial too.
With Belial and several others that they. You know, I can't understand. These people must have no lives.
I know. They just wait.
I mean, their whole lives are dedicated to coming on my show every day and doing ridiculous, stupid things.
Yes, they're fools.
They have no lives of their own. They are just, they listen to Howard Stern, and then the minute he goes off, you see, he goes off the air at 10 o'clock. That's their hero, Howard. And then they tune me on and, you know, make fools of themselves because they've got nothing else in their lives. They're probably just sitting there for the rest of the day smoking joints.
Yeah, well, I wanted to bring it to your attention. That's not really me.
Okay, John.
Not pranking you.
Anything else on your mind today?
Still no luck with the radio intern. I'm still looking though.
Well, keep on trying. Just hit every radio station in the area.
Yeah, and summer's coming up, so maybe I'll have a little bit more luck.
Yeah. Good luck, John.
Thank you.
Thanks for your call. Okay. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Yes, hi, this is Richard Cranium from Costa Mesa.
Yes, Richard.
I'd like to know what happened with Belle Isle's going to fight that guy from Howard Stern.
Well, that guy just completely backed out. We never heard from him again. He was just like all of these crackpots who call up and make fools of themselves. He just backed out.
The guy from Howard Stern backed out?
Yeah, he was supposed to have a meeting with me and with Belle Isle at the KDOC studios, and he never showed up. He never called back. The guy was just a phony baloney, like I figured.
Oh, Belle Isle sounds kind of like a pole smoker to me.
Yeah, thanks for your call. Well, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Hi, Wally.
Who's this?
Bob.
Yes, Bob.
Yeah, Wally, I was watching a rerun of your show with Timothy Leary.
No, you weren't, because I have never played that, so you were not watching. Where did you see a rerun with Timothy Leary?
Well, I got it here at tape, and I was taking acid.
Yeah, well, that's what I figured, yeah. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Just bites.
We'll take a little commercial break. We have a couple lines available now. 1-800. Come back to the phones while we have time here. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Hello, George. This is Jorge.
Yes, Jorge.
How are you?
Pretty good.
I'm pretty sad because you've been saying you're going to quit and you're only going to have your program on Sundays.
That's right. Well, you see...
Will we be able to call you on Sundays?
No, it's going to be pre-recorded.
Man.
Well, you know what? That's what you see, in the past, when I did radio shows here in Southern California, like on KLAC, I was only on once a week.
I mean, I know it's true, but still, you know, that's kind of sad because we won't be able to...
No, it isn't really sad for me at all, because it's going to be a great relief for me, because I will not have to put up with these jackasses who call up and jam my lines and make complete idiots of themselves. So at least I will not have to put up with that kind of bull, you-know-what.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take revenge on that. I'm going to call Howard Stern if I can, and then just mention your name.
That's a good idea. Start calling Howard Stern and get him a bad time.
That's what I'm going to do.
Okay, thanks a lot, Serge. Thanks for your call. That's all the time we're going to have for our show today. We'll see you again tomorrow, same time, same place. Join me
Phony wipe me.
Well, very impressive.
Phony wipe me. Phony wipe me. All right, we'll be back right after these words.
You're listening to the Howard Stern Show.
Hi, this is Fred Donovan Boy. To speak with Howard now, call 1-800-23-STERN.
All right, let me just still clear my voice for a second.
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
If it sounds like I'm out of control, I am.
Lord have mercy. Miss a day, and you'll miss a lot. 97.1 KLSX. Howard Stern all morning. Classic rock all day.
Good morning.
I think that might be the end of this tape. Yes, it is. Another one down. That was only a 60-minute tape. That's why it seemed to go so quick. Here's what they look like, by the way. Anybody trying to steal my calls? I got tapes here, dude. Don't try and say they're yours. They're mine. And here's some more.
Okay, everybody. Are you ready to start goofing on Wally? Well, get set, because it is time. Get your telephones ready. Call 533-0233 and get ready to goof on Wally, because it's unedited, undelayed, uncensored Wally, featuring
Baba Booey. Baba Booey.
No, you mean featuring Baba Booey. Baba Booey.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So now, here he comes, Wally George. Wally George! Oh my God, not Wally George! Help me, somebody help me, help me, help me, help me.
Yeah, that was some stupid little thing I did to start out the tape. I just left it on there. What the hell?
Here he is, the 1963 senior prom dancer to Don Juan. Thank you. We are back, saving America. Your fearless leader, the voice of patriotism, conservatism, right here, the original voice. Rush Limbaugh is only a pretender to the throne. Our board is lit up. Let's go to line 11. Okay, we have a line open now, 714. 533-0233, 533-0233. If you're in the 818 area code, it's 351-0798, 351-0798. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on K-Wiz FM. Who's this?
Hi, Wally. This is Danny in Garden Grove.
Hey, Danny. How you doing this morning?
Oh, pretty good. I like what you've been saying about Saddam.
You know, I'm just sick and tired of people who call in and say, hey, you know, leave him alone. You know, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I know.
Well, if you were President Bush right now, what would you do?
Well, I think instead of bringing that animal back here and trying him for war crimes, we should just, you know, turn him over to Baba Booey.
To Baba Booey. Get out of here, you... See, these Howard Stern fans will do anything to plug their hero. That's Howard, stop trying to get publicity on my show. You see, Howard's worried now that his ratings are slipping over at Classics. Did you hear that Rudy Tootie? Howard's ratings are slipping, so now he's worried. So he's having his fans call me to get a little publicity, knowing that on this program, on my official survey, Rudy, I just did a survey, and we've only been on the air 2 weeks. My official survey tells me that we have 200,000 listeners right here every day.
Oh, Wally, you're totally awesome.
Yes, I am. 200,000 listeners, according to my own survey. taken by my people, and you know they're not biased in any way.
Well, that tells me that this is a very early tape. What we were hearing before was like close to the end when Wally was just going nuts because it had been 6 months of Baba Booey. But this is early on, so I actually was not playing as many recordings and was actually talking. As time went on, I just got into playing more recordings, but you can actually hear me more, I think, on this tape.
If they say I have 200,000 listeners right now, I believe them. 21 before 11 o'clock. And we'll go back to the phones. Let's see. Hello, you're on with Wally on K-Wiz. Who's this? Hello?
Baba Booey, oh, come on. Where did that come from, Baba Booey?
Get him. Get him out of there. Howard, knock it off. Hello, you're on the air. Hello, you're on the air. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George. Go ahead.
Hi, Wally?
Who's this?
This is Howard Stern.
Oh, this is Howard Stern.
Really? You might think this is a joke, but that's my real name.
Yeah, I can recognize your voice, Howard. you sound just like yourself, Howie.
No, I'm not Howard Stern, the Howard Stern. I'm a Howard Stern.
Oh, you're not the Howard Stern. You are
I like Howard Stern. I wouldn't promote Butt Bungo Fiesta 1-800-52 Stern.
I see. Your name, though, is Howard Stern, right?
You better believe it.
Gee whiz, you must be really ashamed and sickened that you have the same name as that perverted, moronic...
I don't like that guy. He's filth.
He's perverted. I think he should be off the air, don't you?
Yeah, but don't hang up on me, okay? Whatever you do.
Okay, you're out of here. When anyone says that to me, Rudy, you know, I just know. I just know what's going on. Whatever you do, don't hang up on me. Well, of course not. I wouldn't hang up on you, Howard. Of course not. And I do believe that's your real name, don't you, Rudy? Of course. Would he lie to us? Of course. There we go. And we have a line open now, 714 area code. 714 area code 533-0233, 533-0233, 818 area code 351-0798. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on K-Wiz. Who's this?
You know, why don't you fucking go to hell?
All right. Oh, there was a bimbo who was angry at Wally. Did you? She was a little bit upset with me there. I can't understand that. I can't. A feminist freako bimbo. That's who that was, Rudy. Line 13. You're on the air with Wally George on K-Wiz FM. Who's this? Are you there? Well, they hung up. So we have a line open there. Hello, you're on the air with Wally on K-Wiz. Hello, you're on the air. Hello. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on K-Wiz FM. Go ahead. Hello, you're on the air. Hello, are you there? Hello, caller, you're on with K-Wiz, with Wally George.
Baba Booey.
Yes. Let's get Larry or get Jim on the phone, and we'll talk about this. Also, we have a few lines open now. A few nitwits called in, and so we have cleared the lines, and now we have a few more lines open.
I hate that bumper music that they use, but I hope it's generic enough that it doesn't get me a copyright strike. What was I going to say? Oh, that was me playing a clip of Jessica Hahn from Crucified by the FCC telling Sam Kinison, you know, why don't you fucking go to hell? And this was so early on in the Wally George show thing that they didn't have a delay yet, so you could actually get stuff like that on the air.
Get out of here. Hello? Hello? Who is this? You stupid moron. That's probably Howard Stern trying to get my goat. Who's this?
Hey, Wally. Oh, this is David, man, one of your dedicated fans.
Hey, David, thanks for calling in this morning. What do you think about what I just said? Do you think we should go in and get Saddam?
Oh, man. We should have went in there a long time ago and got rid of this asshole.
Yeah, Bob, okay, careful with the language.
Yeah, Baba Booey.
Yes. Wally George, Great American Radio Show. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on K-Wiz. Who's this?
I'm
Yeah, get out of here. Stupid moron. Hello, you're on the air. They got tired and decided not to hang. Hello, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Baba Booey. Just like a bunch of little girls.
That's what they are. You're right. With pimples all over their faces. Hello, you're on here with Wally George on K-Wiz. Who's this?
That's a pretty cute dress you got on, Wally.
Well, thank you very much, pal. Not quite as cute as yours, though, with that off-the-shoulder T-shirt that you're wearing and that lavender eyeshadow. You want to get Rick available on the... Hello, you're on here with Wally George on K-Wiz FM. Who's this?
David Wally from Garden Grove.
Yes, David. How are you this morning?
Oh, pretty good. Good morning.
Good morning to you. What's your comment this morning?
What that is me making fun of my friend Dave, because he would always start off sentences with and so I did that just to goof on him. So don't think there's anything wrong with the recording. It's just me fucking around, and it's just the way it is on this tape. I can't do anything about it, and this is live, so I can't edit it out.
All my comment this morning is I think Bill Clinton is getting too much of the limelight now. I think he's liking it too much.
Oh, boy. Is he not loving it? Is he not?
This morning. What's your comment this morning? This morning.
And then this is me playing it back to Dave over the telephone after Wally's show is over to let him hear what I had done. And he thought it was funny.
My comment this morning is Wally George on FM. Who's this? Hello, David Wally from Garden Grove.
Yes, David. How are you?
Roger. I don't even remember doing it. What are you doing now? Talk. I can't hear nothing.
And welcome back. Wally George here with you on the Wally George Great American Radio Show, our Friday edition. Winding up our second week together, Rudy, and they said it wouldn't last. Rudy is our fine producer in there, and another Friday, our second week. We're going to be here forever, Rudy, but soon we'll be on 12 hours a day. Nationwide, all over America.
I'm sorry. I can't go along with that.
Well, okay, maybe 11 hours a day. All right. Our phones are coming off the wall here. We have a full board, so let's go back to some callers. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on K-Wiz. Who's this?
Hi, this is George from Cerritos, Wally.
How you doing, George?
All right, and you?
Nice to hear from you.
That's nice. And before I get to my question, a comment about that guy, Tom Metz.
He is such an idiot.
He's ludicrous, isn't he?
He should be in jail for the rest of... Or better than that, if I was president, I would deport Tom Metzger from this country.
I agree with that, Wally. But some of the things you said were straight out sick.
Yes. For example?
But about the excuse me, Wally, about the black people in Africa being them incompetent, you know.
Can you imagine him saying also that we should not be helping the starving blacks in Somalia because they are stupid. That's why they're starving to death. And that is so ludicrous.
He's not human, isn't he?
He also says that the blacks should be segregated. In fact, he wants to send all the blacks back to Africa, all the Jews back to Israel, and all the Mexicans back to Mexico. He says this should be a white country. Boy, he sounds more and more like Adolf Hitler every day.
He's sick because I am like half black, all right? And
yes.
Me and my friends, we do this on a daily basis, right? Every day we make it a point to beat a nigger.
And then, now what does that mean?
We beat up a black man, the first man we see on the street.
No, you're not serious.
Serious.
You do that?
Yes.
Why do you do that?
Some are a disgrace to our race. Now, I am black, but still...
No. Are you serious that every day you and your friends beat up a black person?
Basically every day.
But why would you do that?
Well, some are a disgrace, Wally.
Well, who are a disgrace?
This look very bad.
Yeah, but that's a... Oh, hey. No, I'm sorry. I cannot go along with that. I mean, that is a terrible thing to even... Oh, boy, that's a sick... Hey, George. George, you're not thinking straight, man. You're not thinking straight. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on K-Wiz. Go ahead. Who's this? Okay, we lost that caller. Hello, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Baba Booey.
Okay, if you say so. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on K-Wiz. Go ahead. Hello? Hello, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Yeah, fuck you.
All right. Hello, you're on the air with Wally. And you're not thinking straight. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on K-Wiz. Go ahead. Who's this? Okay, we lost that caller. Hello, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Baba Booey.
Okay, if you say... Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on K-Wiz. Go ahead.
We are now testing this out for proper modulation. As you will know, when you record...
Yeah, very, very good. Thank you very much. I appreciate your call. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George. Let's go to the next caller. You're on the air with Wally George on K-Wiz. Who's this?
Baba Booey.
Get out of here, you stupid nitwit. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on K-Wiz. Who's this? Wally George on K-Wiz on the Wally George Great American Radio Show. Who's this?
We are now testing this out for proper modulation.
Yep, pal. There's something for you to test out, huh? Hope that clears your sinuses. Hello, you're on the air. Which appeared in several newspapers, including the Daily News, and we thank Scott Martin for that very nice article. I understand, Bob, that this appeared in about 3 or 4 various newspapers, and we always love to get our name in print. It doesn't bring me any money, but my ego gets much bigger. Lord knows it's big enough already. Never mind, Bob. I knew what you were thinking. I knew what you were thinking in there. Okay, I think we should go to the phones. Hello, you're on the air with Wally on K-Wiz. Who's this?
You're a stupid...
All right. Well, no, it's okay. He can say stupid dimwit if he wants to say that. Are you through? Oh, see, notice how brave he is, Bob. Notice how brave that little dimwit... He says, Wally, you're a stupid dimwit. And then he hangs up. Did you notice that? Okay, which means we have a line open now on the 714. There it goes, Bob. 714 area code 533-0233. Hello, you're on the air with Wally on K-Wiz. Who is this?
Hi, Wally. This is Gary in Garden Grove.
Hey, Gary, how are you this morning?
Hang on. Let me turn my radio down, okay?
Hey, you turn it down because we're...
Shut up! Sit down!
Okay, are you there? Hello? He not only turned it down, he turned himself on. Hello, you're on the air with Wally.
With Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Howard Stern, #1, you...
Get out of here. Howard Stern is a stupid idiot pervert who will soon be off. Oh, by the way, speaking of Howard Stern, I'm glad this little punk brought him up. Guess what? Hey, here's some news you'll be interested in, Rudy. You know the big movie Howard Stern was supposed to be making? The big Howard Stern movie? Well, guess what? I just heard on the Howard Stern radio show today that his movie has been postponed. He's not going to make the movie for New Line Cinema. Yeah. I knew that was going to fall through. I knew it. And Howard's trying to make excuses saying, I'm not going to tell you. Have you heard, Bob? The Howard Stern movie has gone down the tubes. Howard was trying to dance around it, saying, well, he didn't agree with some of the things they wanted to do, and he didn't like the script that much. You know what happened? New Line Cinema finally said, this is not going to be a good project. We're not going to make any money on this thing. So Howard Stern's movie is down the toilet, and soon his radio show will be gone, and soon we'll be able to breathe deeply, and we'll be able to be proud of broadcasting once again when Howard Stern is history. So there. Go back to the phone, John, the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Hi, Wally. How you doing?
Who's this?
This is John.
Don't yell, John.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What are you yelling for?
Huh?
Just talk. Don't yell at me.
Oh, I'm sorry, Wally.
Get off the phone, you stupid jerk. Do not yell when you call this program, you stupid idiot. I'm the only person that can yell on this program. Nobody else yells. Just me. Hello, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Yeah, Wally?
Yeah, who's this?
This is Robert.
From where?
From Anaheim?
Yes, Robert, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Oh, thanks. Oh, Wally, I just ran out of bong tubes.
Well, don't tell me about it. Call your friend Howard Stern. Maybe he'll give you a contact. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Get me, dog boy. Because that's what you do. That's what you're good at doing.
Thanks for calling. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz It. Good morning, Dennis.
How you doing?
Okay.
I appreciate that. I have it in my office right now.
Oh, do you?
Yes.
Did you read everything inside there?
I read everything inside, and I want to thank you, David, for doing that. That was very kind of you.
Okay. Okay, well, thanks, Wally.
Thanks for calling, David.
Talking to you, man.
That guy a round of applause. He's a good man. Yes. Thank you, David.
David, my friend David. He's talking about, well, I think he's going to explain it now, but little did Wally know that David's also the guy that calls up and asks him, I just want to know, does your shit stink?
Yeah. I didn't realize that was the man that the young man who came down to my studio audience at KDOC on my birthday broadcast, and he brought me a huge birthday card, big, huge one, and he had every member of the studio audience sign it for me. And I thought that was a very nice thing to do, and I was very touched by some of the things that the kids in the audience wrote in my birthday card. Some of the things I wasn't too touched. I was ticked. But most of the things they said on the card were quite nice. Yes, I celebrated my birthday December the 4th, turning 39 once again. It's about the 5th time I have turned 39, or 6th or 7th. Hey, boy, the phones are coming off the hooks today.
No, I'm not telling about my meeting.
Exactly. What are you doing?
Where is the song? Oh, there it is.
Were you actually going to tell us who you were meeting
Yeah,
with?
sure.
No, you weren't.
Yes, I absolutely was. You're not going to know now.
So go rioting, African Americans. Don't yank us whites out of our cars. Rodney's guilty. There is no question. The bastard should be behind bars.
Okay, what that is me taking a recording of that song sung by Nancy Sirianni Martling on the Howard Stern Show about Rodney King, and I was going to use a clip of that on Wally's show. So I had to have a copy of it, and part of it got on, but I think it was during the David Koresh, the thing down in Waco, Texas, with the cult leader, David Koresh. I think I got it on during that thing, and Wally wasn't too amused and didn't want to have anything to do with it.
Okay, yeah, that's better. And we're back. The Wally George Great American Radio Show on Quiz FM 96.7. And we are going to continue. We have a line just opened up now, available. If you want to talk back to Wally about whatever is on your mind, just dial toll-free, wherever you are in Southern California, 1-800-748-4651. That's 1-800-748-4651. Toll-free from wherever you are in Southern California, Orange County, Los Angeles, and the like. Okay, let's go to line 10. You're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Who's this?
Rodney's guilty.
This for you.
Stupid jerk.
Don't waste my valuable time. Don't you understand that I am Mr. America, you stupid nitwit?
Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Yeah, Wally, this is Robert from Harbor City.
Yes, Robert?
I called you yesterday, and I was telling you that I was a better singer than you, but you cut me off before I can prove it to you.
Oh, you mean you want to sing for me?
Well, I want to prove to you and everyone out there listening that who's the better singer.
Okay, can you turn down your radio, though? We're on a 10-second tape delay. Okay, turn down the radio, Eddie. Robert? Robert?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, now you're going to prove to everybody that you're a better singer than I am?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and prove it.
Okay, ready?
I'm ready.
Everybody loves somebody sometime. Shooby-dooby, dooby-dooby, dooby-doo.
Get out of here, you stupid moron. If you're a better singer than I am, stupid jerk, don't ever call me again. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Who's this?
Good morning, Wally. This is Dennis from Harbor City.
Good morning, Dennis.
How you doing?
Okay.
For a couple of calls back, Robert.
Yes.
He has a great voice. You should have let him keep going.
You thought he had a great voice?
That was excellent.
That shows you what kind of taste you have in talent.
Get a hold of him next time and see if you can take lessons from him.
Oh, really? Listen, pal, I have made about 10 record albums, and I've appeared in some of the top nightclubs across America. So what has Dennis ever done? Get out of here. Oh, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead. Hey, Wally. Yeah, who's this? This is David. Hello, David. What's on your mind this morning?
Wally, how come you always put down all these Howard Stern people when they're not Howard Stern fans?
Well, because most of them are. They're a bunch of pothead freakos who are Howard Stern fanatics, and they call up and try to dominate my program by jamming up my phone lines. And you're probably one of them.
Oh, well, I'm no Baba Booey, man. I don't like Baba Booey.
Well, what do you want to call about then?
Huh? I want to talk about Bob Hope.
About Bob Hope?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Me and him took bong tokes.
You and Bob Hope took bong tokes?
Yep.
You really did, huh, David?
Yep.
And that's why you wasted my time to call me and tell me a stupid thing like that?
No.
What a stupid, idiotic, perverted, pimple-faced pervert. Well, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Yes, Wally?
Yes.
This is Jorge.
Oh, Jorge. What's on your mind today?
I was talking about this Robert.
Yes?
I was talking about Robert.
Thank you very much. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Hey, Wally, Belial.
That's not Belial. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Hi, Wally. This is Ashley calling from Santa Ana.
Yes, Ashley.
Yesterday at the close, let me turn the radio down. Yesterday at the close of your show, there was a song, Smooth Operator. Was that you?
That was me.
Hey, that was pretty good.
Well, thank you. See, now here's somebody who knows talent. Okay.
Well, I know the last few callers have been nothing but...
Well, they love to try to pull my chain, but you know, they're just jealous little punks.
I just want to thank you for a couple things. I just want to thank you for your stand on the L.A. race. Even though this is Orange County, what goes on up in L.A. is going to affect Orange County big time.
It certainly is.
About Clinton, saying things like, here's William Safire, Clinton waffles on U.S. policy on Saddam Hussein. Here's a column by Stephen Chapman in USA Today, analyzing Clinton's flip-flops already.
Yeah, and the foreign affairs, I don't think he's going to...
Yeah, and then here's a column, President-elect blundered in first foreign policy test, and he's talking about, of course, his policy with Saddam Hussein. So anyway, your feelings then, David, are that it's kind of a sad day in America for a lot of us?
Yeah, for us Republicans.
Yeah, for us real Americans.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, thanks, David.
Thanks, Walt.
Nice talking to you. Bye. Okay. There we go, and we have a line open now, 714 area code. 714 area code 533-0233, 533-0233, 818 area code 351-0798. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on K-Wiz. Who's this?
You know, why don't you fucking go to hell?
All right. Oh, there was a bimbo who was angry at Wally. Did you? She was a little bit upset with me there. I can't understand that. I can't. A feminist freako bimbo. That's who that was, Rudy. Line 13. You're on.
Hello, this is Dan in Garden Grove.
Hello, Dan. Welcome.
How you doing?
Good. What do you want to talk about?
You're listening to the voice of Howard Stern.
Yeah, I might have known it.
You're like so stupid.
Yeah, you're stupid is mild.
Hi, Wally. This is Danny in Garden Grove.
Hi, Danny. How are you this morning?
Oh, pretty good.
What do you want to talk about?
You're listening to the Howard Stern Show.
I am not listening to the Howard Stern Show, and I would not listen to the Howard Stern Show ever. Who's this?
Hi, is this Howard Stern I'm talking to? You pervert.
Yes, it is. Hello, Baba Booey. Wally, you're out of here. I can't hear you, pal.
This is Jackie Martley.
Okay. Will you turn down your radio, Jackie?
Okay.
He hung up. He didn't turn down his radio. He hung up. Who's this?
Papa-Booey.
Yeah, you stupid moron. Hey, you're on here with Wally George on K-Wiz.
Hi, Wally. This is Fred Norris in Anaheim.
Hey, Fred. Good morning to you.
Morning. How you doing?
What's on your mind today?
You're listening to the voice of Howard Stern.
you're on the air with Wally George on K-Wiz. Who's this?
Bowie. Papa Bowie. Papa Bowie. Papa Bowie. Papa Bowie.
7 FM. Who's this?
You're listening to the voice of Howard Stern.
I am. Okay. Well, I don't particularly want to listen to the voice of Howard Stern, to tell you the truth. Who's this?
Papa Bowie. Papa Bowie. Papa Bowie.
Such nitwits. Such complete nitwits. Who's this?
Hi, Wally. This is Gary in Garden Grove.
Hey, Gary. How are you this morning?
Hang on. Let me turn my radio down, okay?
Hey, you turn it down because we're on tape delay.
Shut up! Shut down!
Okay, are you there? He not only turned it down, he turned himself off. It's on the Wally George Great American Radio Show. Who's this?
We are now testing this out for proper modulation.
Yep, pal. There's something for you to test out, huh? Hope that clears your sinuses. Hey, Wiz, who's this?
Papa Bowie. Papa Bowie.
Get out of here, you stupid nitwit. Wiz, go ahead. Who's this?
Papa Bowie. Papa Bowie.
Okay, if you say... Hello, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Papa Bowie. Papa Bowie.
Just like a bunch of little girls. That's what they... You're right. Wiz, who's this?
You know, why don't you go to hell?
There was a bimbo who was angry at Wally. Did you? She was a little bit upset with me there. I can't understand that. Fam, who's this?
Hi, Wally. This is Danny in Garden Grove.
Hey, Danny. How you doing this morning?
Oh, pretty good. I like what you've been saying about Saddam.
You know, I'm just sick and tired of people who call in and say, hey, you know, leave him alone. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I know.
Well, if you were President Bush right now, what would you do?
Well, I think instead of bringing that animal back here and trying him for war crimes, we should just, you know, turn him over to Baba Boo, Baba Booey.
To Baba Boo. Get out of here, you See, these Howard Stern fans will do anything to plug their hero. That's Howard, stop trying to get publicity on my show. One or two. Hello, you're on there with Wally George and my guests on K-Wiz. Who's this?
This is David Wally.
Yes, David, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, man, I just wanted to talk to those guys. I was wondering, who's more, let's see, how was I going to put this? Who's more adorable, Howard Stern or Baba Booey?
Oh, get out of here. Don't waste our valuable time here. Hello, you're on there with Wally George and my guest. Who's this? Here with Wally on K-Wiz. Who's this?
Hi, Wally. This is Gary in Garden Grove.
Hey, Gary, how are you this morning?
Hang on. Let me turn my radio down, okay?
Hey, you turn it down because we're on tape delay.
Shut up! Shut down!
Okay, are you there? Hello? He not only turned it down, he turned himself off. Oh, you're on there with Wally George on K-Wiz. Okay. Thank you so much for your call. Awful nice to hear from you. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on K-Wiz. Who's this?
Papa Booey. Papa Booey. Papa Booey.
Such nitwits. Such complete nitwits. Okay, while my friend Rudy is clearing the lines. Hey, Rudy. Let's do something fun, Rudy. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on K-Wiz.
Hi, Wally. Hey, I was wondering, why did you go on the Howard Stern show today?
I wasn't on the Howard Stern show today.
Well, this guy named Zach called in, and he played this, like, phony phone call. And I was, blew me away. He called him the king of all Wally calls.
He called up Howard Stern and said he was me?
No, this guy called up. I thought you had to, like, give permission to have your voice over the air or something.
Oh, you mean he played my voice on the phone?
Yeah, this guy Zach called in. I guess Howard calls him the king of all Wally calls.
Yeah. So what happened?
And he played this, I guess, phony phone call that he did to you. That was pretty tasteless.
Oh, you mean when Zach called me on my show, he played that phone call back for Howard on the air?
Yeah, evidently this guy Zach, he lives to call you.
Yeah, he certainly does. And what did Howard Stern have to say about that?
Oh, Howard laughed. I guess he said some things about you. I mean...
Yeah, well, it's Howard Stern, this idiot. I have learned through my sources that he is encouraging people like Zach to call me and bug me on my program.
Well, Wally, this is Zach.
Okay, and you're out of here. Bye-bye. Let's get Rick McLeod real quick here on the phone. And we go back to the phone. You're on the air with Wally George on K-Wiz. Who's this?
Wally George, he is the king.
Yes, certainly. Nice to hear from you. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on K-Wiz, 96.7 FM. Who's this?
You're listening to the voice of Howard Stern.
I am. Okay, well, I don't particularly want to listen to the voice of Howard Stern, to tell you the truth. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on K-Wiz. Wally George, Great American Radio Show, continuing here. And you're on the air with Wally George on K-Wiz. Who's this?
Bowie. Baba Bowie. Baba Bowie. Baba Bowie. Baba Bowie.
See, another Zach fanatic. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on K-Wiz. Who's this?
You're listening to the voice of Howard Stern.
Oh, no. All right, let's go. Let's go to our hotline.
All right, very good. All right. You want to bring in Stuttering John real quick?
Yeah, I want to hear the tape he got on the Kennedy bag.
All right, Stuttering John, real quick. Come on, we're going to buzz through this, and I'll take some phone calls. In fact, while I'm waiting for him to come in, I will take a call from Los Angeles, home of Jackie Martling now. Yes, L.A., you're on the air. Hello? He's still listening to the Jackie plug. There is a 7-second delay. Turn it up. You're on the air.
Wally George, Great American Radio Show. Who's this? We are now testing this out.
Little explanation needed here. I called up Howard and played some of these calls to him, but I didn't say anything to begin with. I just immediately went into the tape, so he listened to a little bit of it and then commented.
7 seconds away. Turn it up. You're on the air.
Wally George, Great American Radio Show. Who's this? We are now testing this out for proper modulation. Yes, ma'am. There's something for you to test out, huh?
My dad making an appearance on the Wally George Show.
Get out of here, you stupid nitwit. Go ahead. Who's this? Okay, if you... Put it on here, go ahead.
Everybody making phone calls.
Thank you, little girl. That's what they got.
All right. Wally George doing real well.
The mighty K-Wiz FM, 96.7 FM. We're talking this morning about Saddam Hussein. It's 96.7. Who's this?
Hey, Wally. Oh, this is David, man, one of your dedicated fans.
Hey, David, thanks for calling in this morning. What do you think about what I just said? Do you think we should go in and get Saddam?
Oh, man. We should have went in there a long time ago and got rid of this asshole.
Yeah, okay, careful with the language.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, but you're right. I think that's the one thing we did wrong. I mean, George Bush did a terrific thing when we went in there, but I think we should have gone all the way and taken Saddam Hussein out. We could have just walked into Baghdad, and we would have found him, and then we could have brought him back dead or alive, and gotten rid of that cancer once and for all.
Do you think he'll bomb Israel again and stuff like that?
Well, you see, with a madman like Saddam Hussein, you never know what he's going to do.
Oh.
He could do anything. We don't know what kind of bombs he has, missiles he has available. He could go right after Israel again. Yeah. I think the reason I say that I want President George Bush to go in there now, while he's still president, and take out Saddam Hussein, the reason I said it is because I don't think Slick Willie has the guts. I was going to say something else, but I can't say that on radio. But I started with a B. But I don't think he has the guts to do that. Slick Willie, has no experience in foreign affairs whatsoever. I think he's going to be scared to death of Saddam Hussein. And so before Slick Willie assumes office, I think that George Bush should say, okay, guys, I'm the only one who can do this now. Let's go into Baghdad. Let's have one more strike, one more massive airstrike, and then send in the guys.
Yeah.
And let's find Saddam.
That's right, number one.
And let's get him, and then it'll all be over. Right?
Yep.
Okay, David.
Hey, Wally.
Yes.
Oh, I have one more question.
Okay.
When are you going to do your program again for Wednesday's taping?
Well, we are taping some new shows right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and of course, we're in a new location and all that, but watch my TV show, and I'll be giving you instructions about where to come. We're on every day, Monday through Friday, 4:30 to 5, with Hot Seat Highlights. On Saturday nights, it's my Hot Seat show, 11 until 12 midnight with my live studio audience. And David, hope to see you down in the audience real soon.
Every week.
Thanks a million, David.
Thanks.
Bye-bye, pal.
Bye.
There he goes. There's David, a Hot Seat fan. Wally George here, 17. Put you here. And hello, you're on the air with Kenny Kingston and Wally George. Who's this?
This is Dan in Garden Grove.
Hi, Dan.
How you doing?
Do you have a question for Kenny Kingston?
No, wait a minute. Any charlatan can answer a question. Let me tell him a little bit about his past first.
All right, Danny, are you ready for a reading?
That's the trouble.
Okay.
Sure is. That's the trouble with the 900 numbers. You have to go and tell them everything. Why don't these so-called psychics, tell people a little bit about their past first, right, Wally?
All right, Kelly, or rather Kenny, you are talking to Dan. Go ahead.
Dan?
Yes.
You're a man who eventually will be working for yourself. Do you want to work for yourself?
That would be a good idea, yeah.
You'll work for yourself, but what you have to do is, Dan, please have more confidence in you.
Okay.
You got to have more confidence. And you've got to take a crash course. Are you going to go to school and take a crash course?
Yeah, I was planning on going
Absolutely.
back.
You must do it. You must do it. Don't think. Also, an excellent situation for you is Tuesday and Fridays are excellent days for you.
Okay.
You know that. Many things and interesting things have happened to you, haven't they, on a Tuesday or Friday?
If I think back, I could probably think of some, yeah.
Please do. Please do. All right. And your question, Dan?
Okay, I had a couple of questions, actually. I'm planning on getting married in May, and I was wondering if that would be a good time to do it.
May, around the 15th, 16th?
Closer to the end of the month.
No, 15th or 16th.
15th or 16th?
Fantastic. You're really a family man.
Yes, I am.
You're very, very... You have an overactive conscience. If you do something wrong to people, you don't sleep.
That's true.
That's right. Your best color right now is blue.
It's my favorite color, as a matter of fact.
It is?
amazing, Kenny.
You and I don't know each other, do you?
No, I don't.
We don't know each other. You know, you're psychic. You know, Wally, I'm going to give very rarely do I ever have the opportunity of having seminars.
Yeah.
The very same thing that I do $200 when I'm out of town. It's only $60. It's a special for Wally George. How about that?
818-995-3003.
And I'm listed in the Sherman Oaks telephone directory.
Kenny Kingston is listed in the Sherman Oaks telephone directory.
But I'll be down your way sooner. I'll be there Saturday, but we'll give that address later, Wally.
Okay, Dan, thanks for your call, buddy. Anything
I have one
else?
more question, Wally.
All right, go ahead, Dan.
I'd like to know how you think the Howard Stern Fart Man movie...
Okay, there you go. That's we don't have to answer any any Howard Stern questions. Now, let's see. We'll go to line 5. And you're on the air with Wally George and Psychic to the Stars, Kenny Kingston. Who's this? Are you there, caller? Well, we lost that caller, Kenny. So we will try another one right here. Hello, line 5. You're on with Wally George and Psychic to the Stars, Kenny Kingston. Are you there? Hello? Kenny, are you there? Hello, you're on the air with...
What's that, Wally?
Hello, you're on the air with Wally George and Psychic Kenny Kingston. Who's this?
I'm going to swallow your head. I'm going to swallow your head. I'm going to swallow your head. And
coins and stuff? Without your hands?
I'm going to swallow your head. 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 Swallow your head. I'm going to swallow your head. I'm going to swallow your head. I'm going to swallow your head.
Okay, here's more stuff that I was planning to use against Wally. And just happened to get on here. Maybe that's the end of this side. Oh, that's the end of that side. So we got one more side to go. So hold on to your hats.
Got Cerruti Tootie.
And not make a mistake. Zito's Pizza Pasta Pub. Call right now, 1-800-777-2256. Welcome back to the Wally George Great American Radio Show on Quiz FM 96.7. Speaking once again about that horrifying gay march on Washington, D.C. Rudy, you won't believe what this lesbian comedian said. I watched her on C-SPAN. Her name is Leah Delario. I believe that's her name. Leah Delario. She's a lesbian comedian. You know what she had the guts to say? The tenacity to say? She says, well, she was talking about Hillary Clinton. You won't believe this. She says, well, finally, we have a first lady we would all like to F. Can you believe that she said that? This lesbian comedian talking about the first lady?
Unbelievable.
I can't, and that was on television. Unbelievable is right.
We're naked. Is that okay?
No, it isn't. The home of talk and musical memories. Our number, all of our lines are busy, but keep on dialing and you'll get through. Just dial 1-800-4651. Let's go to the phones and see who's out there. Are you there?
Hello? Yeah, Wally?
Who's this?
This is Howard from Irvine.
Howard, how are you doing this morning?
I got some comments to make on your stun gun issue.
Okay.
Okay, I went into a local gun store the other day. I checked them out, and they're only about $50.
Well, these are the very finest stun guns available. Oh, sure. You can find cheapies.
Yeah, listen to this.
In anything. But, I mean, these are the original, the mighty stun gun. These are the ones that really...
Mine says that, but it's a real small. Listen. So anyways...
Oh, did you buy one?
Yeah, I got it. Listen. Hear that?
Well, very good. But you should have bought our stun gun because ours is the best in the nation.
Well, I know, but anyways, I got the gun, I shot the guy, then I took off out the store, came home and smoked another joint.
Get out of here, you... Stupid moron. Okay, that leaves a line available now, 1-800-748-4651. Well, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Who's this?
Yeah, this is Zach.
Zach?
Yeah, Zach.
Zach, the guy who's been bugging me for 6 months?
This is him.
You're out of here, pal.
We are not amused.
Take a hike. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Who's this?
John Wally.
Hello, John. Good morning to you.
Oh, how are you doing, Wally, today?
What's on your mind this morning?
Oh, nothing, Wally. I just want to know, does your shit stink?
Very good. And a very, very happy day to you, too. I appreciated hearing from you. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
It's not the pale moon.
They're out in force today, the Howard Stern Looney Tunes. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Wally.
Who's this?
This is Jorge.
Jorge, how you doing this morning?
This is like the third time I call you.
Well, it's good to talk to you, Jorge.
Yeah, well, I'm not one of those jerks on the line, although they make...
Well, these are the Howard Stern fanatics who are trying to jam my lines because I have said bad things about Howard, so they're trying to pay me back. But, you know, we overcome them. We just toss them off the air. But what's on your mind this morning, Jorge?
Couple of things.
Philly, drop dead, you bald, womanless jerk.
Yes. Thanks for your call, Jorge. Good to hear. Let's see if we can get David on the phone over there. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM 96.7. Who's this?
Yeah, this is Alex from Anaheim.
Good morning, Alex.
Hey, how's it going, Wally?
Pretty good.
Yeah, I was wondering if you knew about that thing that happened with the police officer. I think it was like in Fullerton. He got like busted with a lot of pornography.
Well, you know that happens every now and then. But I say 99.
It was that child pornography.
Well, 99.9% of the police officers in this country, in this city of L.A., are darn good, and they're doing a great job.
Wally, I kind of want to see one of them child pornographies.
Yeah, I'd like to see you behind bars, you stupid idiot. Get out of here. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Who's this?
Yeah, this is Chris from Mamarata.
Yes, Chris.
Yeah, and I just bought one of those stun guns.
Oh, good for you. Thanks for calling about it. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Hey, Wally.
Who's this?
It's Chris.
Yes, Chris. Hey, we just talked to another Chris. Okay, Chris, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Irvine.
What's on your mind this morning, Chris?
I want to talk about the gay parade yesterday.
Oh, on Sunday.
Oh, yeah, on Sunday?
Yeah. What was your opinion of the whole thing?
It was sick. It was sickening seeing it. Did you see, I was reading in the paper the other day, they had a Bill Clinton on there. He had his nose all big and long like Pinocchio.
Yeah, because, I mean, he's even lied to the gay people.
Oh, God.
I mean, this guy lies to everybody, but I'll tell you, I watched a lot of this gay pride march on Washington on C-SPAN on Sunday just so I could honestly criticize it on my show. I mean, I didn't feel I should come on and criticize it unless I saw it. So I watched a couple hours of it on and off, and it was the most disgusting thing I have ever heard in my life.
Two girls kissing and
and the men groping each other and kissing and fondling it was just disgusting. And then this lesbian gets up there and she says, well, we've just begun because we are going to make the government in this country allow legal marriages between gays and lesbians, and they will get all the rights of heterosexual couples. And I say that is never going to happen in this country. We will never legalize gay and lesbian marriages. That is ridiculous. I mean, this is a moral country.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Wally.
Yes, Chris.
Yes.
Nice to hear from you. Oh, okay, what line? In the Cultural War II, truth is the first casualty. Okay, that's the Patrick J. Buchanan. Now we're going to go back to our busy phones out there. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Who's this?
It's just bananas.
Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Yeah, Wally, this is Tim from Brea.
Good morning, Tim.
How you doing? I've been listening to you for about 10 years and just wanted to say you're a great conservative voice for us Americans in Orange County.
Thank you very much, Tim. I'm glad that you called. Did you have any comments on the interview we did with the gay activist David Gadbury?
Yeah, well, first of all, I think that they should keep that this in the closet, that little perverse actions that they have. You know, nobody wants to hear about that, especially us, you know, maybe what you want to call straight people.
Did you find it, Tim, to be as embarrassing as I did, watching all this groping and kissing and hugging them, men kissing and fondling each other, and lesbians prancing around right next to the White House in our nation's capital? I found it to be an embarrassment. And I think that they probably are laughing their heads off on the news all around the world, showing clips from what happened at this gay march.
I find it simply appalling.
Yourselves to blame. Thanks for your call, Tim.
All righty.
Let's go to the next caller. Hello. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
No, you won't.
Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM 96.7. Who's this?
Yeah, this is Andy from Winter Park.
Hello, Andy.
Yeah, I'm just calling to say that pervert you had on the phone is like a real jerk.
Well, what do you think about this gay march we had last Sunday?
I think them bunch of faggots are just a bunch of...
Well, let's not say faggots.
Oh, okay, they're just a bunch of queenies, man. They shouldn't be doing this. They're just polluting our country, spreading around AIDS and other weird diseases.
They are embarrassing our country.
Yeah, I'm real embarrassed by them fags. Oh, sorry about that.
The gay people.
Yeah.
What do you think about their demands that we allow gay men to legally marry each other and lesbians to legally marry each other and adopt children?
Oh, that's sick.
I mean, do you think we should ever let that happen in America?
No way, man. That's outrageous.
It is totally...
That gay stuff in the military, when they're showering, they'll be looking up and down each other when they're showering with the straight guys. That's sick, man.
Well, you know, it makes me upset, Andy, because here is the President of the United States, who is also the Commander-in-Chief...
Oh, Slick Willie, I know. That guy's probably bobbing on some duds.
Well, he's Commander-in-Chief of our armed forces, and he's trying to tell us that he knows what is the best for our armed forces, and he's never been in any branch of the service. He's a draft dodger.
I know. That guy is so sick. He even tried to say he smoked pot and didn't inhale. He's out of it, man.
Yeah. He said, yeah, I tried it once, but I didn't inhale.
Oh, come on. Anybody who does that's like totally lying.
He's a lying loser, right?
Yeah, I know what I feel like, Wally. I feel like going out, buying a stun gun, and zapping some gays tonight.
Oh, no, don't do that. Don't do that. We don't want any violence. Thank you for your call, Andy. Let's go back to the phone.
You may have heard a couple of calls Wally hung up on where somebody was trying to play a song. Well, that was me trying to play some of Wally's wedding where he sang to his wife because people kept saying Wally couldn't sing. And he kept hanging up on me, so eventually I just had to talk to him first for him to allow me to play it. So I think that's coming up.
Area code 714-453-8800, Southern California Cellular, featuring LA Cellular, member of ACA. Southern California Cellular in Irvine, call area code 714-453-8800. And we're back with the Wally George Great American Radio Show here on Quiz FM. Well, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz. Who's this?
This is Chris, Wally.
Hi, Chris.
How you doing?
What's on your mind today?
Oh, I was wondering after your show, you want to smoke a joint?
No, thank you. No, but we have traced your telephone number. I want you to know, Chris, we have traced your telephone number, and you may hear a knock on your door any time now from a narcotics officer. They're on their way right now. Well, you're on there with... Yeah, and a happy day to you, too. You're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Niggers carry guns to school. Niggers carry AIDS to school. Niggers stink up.
Oh, boy, oh, boy. Well, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Yeah, you do phone.
Yay, nice to hear from you. Thank you very much, and happy day to you. Well, we are almost out of time here. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Long coat.
Yes, same to you, pal. Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Hello, this is Fred Norris in Anaheim.
Yes, Fred.
Yeah, guy made an interesting point yesterday.
Yes, I have a little interesting thing that I'd like to say to you, Fred.
Stupid jerk. You're an idiot. Drop dead.
Thanks for calling. Hello, you're on here with Wally. Wally George here with you. In case you just joined us, here's our number. All of our numbers are busy right now, but keep on dialing because I'm sure we're going to have to bomb some of the Howard Stern nitwits off the air. But here's the number to call. Just keep on dialing, and you can talk back to Wally. 6. Let's go back to the phones. You're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Who's this?
It's not the pale moon.
Thank you for that serenade. I really enjoyed it, but I have to move on to bigger and better important things.
You're a dope.
Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Who's this?
Chad?
Who?
Chad?
Chad?
Chad from Anaheim.
Okay, how old are you, Chad?
13.
13? Why aren't you in school, Chad?
I'm sick.
You're sick. You sound a little sick, Chad.
Thank you.
What's on your mind this morning, Chad?
Yeah, you're talking about 100 days?
Yeah, the first 100 days. What's your opinion? How do you grade the president going from A to F? Where do you grade the president?
He should drop out.
He should
end it from school.
Yeah, he should. Right. His grades are so low, he should be kicked out of office, right?
Yeah.
Well, where do you go to school, Chad? You better get back to school very quickly because I think school is calling. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Who's this? Hello, caller. Are you there? We lost that call. You're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Hi, Wally. This is Danny from Norwalk.
Dave from Norwalk. Okay, before
if you remember me.
Danny from Norwalk.
Yeah.
Okay, we just had a few lines open up with us because some freakos were on the line, so we have a couple lines available now. You can sneak in.
Yeah, those stupid little dunces got nothing else better to do than to waste your time and my time.
Dial 1-800-748-4651. We have a couple lines open now. 1-800-748-4651. Toll free from anywhere in Southern California. You know what really bothers me with these idiot Howard Sternites, Danny? You know, they are the liberal idiots who cry out for the right to say whatever you want to say. They cry out for Howard Stern's right to be filthy and horrifying on the air, to say anything he wants to say. But those same people do not want to give me the same right to say what I want to say. So these idiot jerk morons try to jam my lines every single morning so that people like you, the decent, intelligent people, cannot get through and conduct a conversation with me. So they are the biggest hypocrites in the world, these liberals who are crying out for the freedom of speech, the First Amendment, do not want to let me have that same right. It is just absolutely sickening to me.
To me, that is stupid because they've got nothing else better to do.
Why don't they get a life?
You know what they ought to do is go crawl back under the rock they came from.
Yeah. Well, what's on your mind this morning, Danny?
Anyway,
let's go back to our busy phones now. Oh, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Hey, Wally. Good morning.
Good morning. Who's this?
Bob.
Hello, Bob. How are you?
Oh, pretty good. How you doing?
Fine. What's on your mind today?
I woke up this morning and I found ants all over my bones.
Very, very good. Wonderful to hear from you, Bob. Now go back to your bong hits and get yourself loaded and have a great time. Oh, you're on the air with Wally George, but don't bother me. Oh, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead. Hello. Hung up on me. Oh, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Are you there?
President Bill Clinton has got the job of finding...
They're out in force. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Hello, caller. He has one every single morning during my show. Look. And you just finished. Really enjoyed it, Rudy, right? and San Clemente in Ocean View Plaza. Orange at 1110 North Tustin, Saturday, May the 8th. Okay? Put that thing down. You've already had one. The Wally George Great American Radio Show.
Well, thank you, Mr. Know-It-All.
Wherever you are in Southern California. Oh, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Morning, Wally. This is Belial.
No, it's not. Good try, pal. Oh, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
John,
Thank you so much for your call. It was awfully nice hearing from you.
you're an idiot.
Hey, we'll take a little... With Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Bob.
From where?
Bowie Bay.
Bowie Bay?
Yeah.
Okay, Bob, what's on your mind?
Hey, I was just wondering, do you ever bathe Holly?
I don't think we're going to be discussing... I know where you're going, pal. And I think you are a sick, perverted individual, and I do not wish to talk to you anymore. We have a couple lines available now. Just dial 1-800-748-4651. And druggies filling the streets, and have you seen the kind of stores they have? They have X-rated porno theaters, sex shops.
That's sick.
It's just sickening. Hollywood used to.
This is me having sex with a chimp.
Get out of here. Guy's a moron. Total imbecile. Okay, hello, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM 96.7. Hello.
Hi, Wally.
Who's this?
This is John from Orange.
Good morning, John.
Yeah, I was just, it's been in the news a lot lately. It's been a year since the LA riot.
That's right. This is I guess yesterday was the anniversary of 1 year since all hell broke loose in Los Angeles.
Yeah, well, I was wondering if you'd like to comment about me bending your daughter up.
Get out of here. Hey, you know something, pal?
Drop dead.
That's my message to you.
You're a dope, stupid jerk.
And don't ever call me again, you stupid, moronic, pimple-faced freak. Hey, that sounded like Howard Cosell for a minute there. That's my Howard Cosell impersonation. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Who's this? Hello. They hung up. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Who's this?
Hi, Wally. This is Gary in Anaheim.
Good morning, Gary.
Yeah, let me turn my...
I appreciate you calling me with those very nice words.
You're an idiot.
And we have a line available now. Just dial me toll free 1-800-748-4651. If the line is busy, keep on dialing. The Wally George Great American Radio Show. Let's continue on the air. Hello, you're on with Wally George on Quiz FM. Who's this?
Danny.
Hello, Danny.
I was wondering if you wanted to take a trip with me to Riverside or something. And then after on the way back and smoke a joint?
Hey. Danny, are you still there?
Huh? Yeah.
Are you smoking a joint right now?
And after that, we can come back down and, and do something else.
Like what, Danny?
I don't know.
Danny, you know what?
What?
You are a brain-dead, stupid, moronic jackass, and you're out of here. Anybody who smokes joints are not welcome on the Wally George Great American Radio Show. Stupid idiot. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
This is David.
Hello, David.
Yeah, before we go to Riverside, we should take some bong tokes.
Yeah, very good, David. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Hey, Wally, this is Joe from Irvine.
Who?
Joe from Irvine.
Okay, go ahead. You're on the air.
Yeah, I found out a good way to stop all the riots from happening.
Well, what is that?
The legalization of marijuana.
Legalize marijuana?
Yeah.
And that's going to stop rioting?
Yeah, everyone becomes calm and you blaze buds. It just calms you down.
That is not the answer. The answer is to build more jails and to put these punks behind bars for the rest of their lives. And people like you who are smoking joints, get out of here. It's toll free. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Wally, you're such an arrogant, loudmouth, wig-wearing, bony-fingered, thin-lipped, denture-wearing, cradle-robbing, Belial-loving, suppose-wearing, bimbo-gawking, useless, Reagan, brown-nosing, womanizing, cracked-faced, nearsighted, bong-toking, too-much makeup-wearing, gullible, sphincters-loving, sexist, two-faced homophobe.
Are you still there? Oh, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Prune-faced, wrinkled-necked.
Yes. Hey, pal. Take a flying leap. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Yes, this is Jose.
I beg your pardon?
This is Jose in Orange.
Yes.
Yes, why you be talking so much crap on us, eh?
Thank you, Jose. That is the worst impersonation I have ever heard in my entire life. That leaves a couple lines open now. 1-800-748-4651. Toll free from Orange County, LA, wherever. 1-800-748-4651. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Hi, Wally.
Who's this?
John.
How you doing, John? Turn down your radio, please.
Oh, yes, yes.
Okay, John, what's on your mind this morning?
Nothing. I just wanted to say good morning and say there's a line available. You can call Wally and talk to him at 1-800-748-4651.
Thank you, John. I appreciate that. Oh, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Hi, Wally.
Who's this?
This is Dave.
Who?
Dave from Garden Grove.
Hello, Dave from Garden Grove.
You're always this stupid. And you're always this stupid.
You're a dope.
Take a hike, pal.
Reagan were in office, they would have been taken care of a long time ago.
Yes.
Okay, anything else, guys?
I just have one thing, Wally.
Yes.
Ababooey.
Okay, pal. Well, at least they were decent. So we'll let them get away with a Baba Booey. Let's go to the next caller. You're on the air with Wally George on Kiss FM. What am I saying?
Uh-oh, Wally, now you're in trouble.
What am I saying?
Now you've done it.
I've done it now on Quiz FM.
That's going to cost you.
That's going to probably cost me big bucks over here. Who's this?
This is David in Garden Grove.
Hi, David. How are you?
Oh, pretty good. I want to talk to you about the gang summit.
Oh, yeah. What do you think about these gang members holding a summit meeting, and the press gives it a big play, a 3-day summit meeting in Kansas City, Missouri?
Yeah, well, what I want to know is, when douching, did Janice let you walk?
Okay, thank you very much for your call. Thank you so much for your call. Oops, you are obviously a lunatic.
Drop dead.
And never darken my doorstep again. See? Oh, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Who's this?
Danny.
Hello, Danny. How are you doing this morning?
Oh, pretty good. How about you,
Well, I'm fine. I'm doing good. What's on your mind today?
Oh, yeah, I was just wondering. You were talking about you're going to be at some place for autographs or something?
Yes, this coming Saturday. Where do you live?
Huh? I live in Orange.
Oh, good. Well, on this coming Saturday, May 8th, I'm going to be at PJ's Casa Fiesta in Orange. They're located at 1110 North Tustin.
Oh, yeah, I know where that's at.
PJ's Casa Fiesta. I'll be there at 2 o'clock signing some pictures and stuff. Come on by and say...
What day?
This coming Saturday.
Oh, Saturday?
At 2 p.m.
Oh, okay.
Drop by and say hello if you can, Danny.
Okay. Hey, Wally.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to say...
Okay, and thank you so much. Awfully nice to hear from you. Hope to see you down there. Hello, you're on there with Wally George. Joe? Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Who's this?
President Bill Clinton has got the job.
Yeah. Same to you, partner. And I got a little message for you.
You're a dope.
Okay, let's go back. Line 12, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
It's one that she made on a Friday night in 1991. She tried to...
Quiz FM, go ahead. Hello, you're on the air. Hello. Hello. Okay. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on... Hey, we lost that call. You're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Who's this?
It's Wally George.
Yes, who's this?
This is Brezhnev.
Who?
Brezhnev.
Brezhnev?
Yes.
From where?
From Los Angeles.
Where are you from originally?
From Russia.
Okay, what's on your mind, Brezhnev?
Well, you're always talking about perverts and bad people.
Yes.
And I'd like to know, how old is your wife?
How old is my wife?
Aren't you a pervert, old man?
Hey, get out of here, you stupid moron. Obviously, Brezhnev, you have no wife. Or maybe you do, Brezhnev. Maybe you do have a wife. And if you do have a wife, I bet his name is Bruce. Sweetheart. These jealous perverts out there. Let's go to line 9. You're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Who's this? Hello, are you there, caller? Lost that call. Yes, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Niggers are savages. They are savage by nature.
Yeah, absolutely. Get out of here, you stupid racist pig. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM 96.7. Who's this?
Hello, this is John.
Hello, John. How are you?
Oh, pretty good.
What's on your mind, John?
Hey, Wally.
Yes.
Why'd you take all the buds? All you left me was shaking seeds and stems.
Hey, do you think you're funny?
Why?
Because you're not. You're pitiful. Get yourself out of here, you stupid jerk. On Quiz FM, go ahead.
Baba booey, I used to play Louie, and now I'm kind of screwy on TV. That's the first verse. That's the...
You're an idiot. Drop dead.
Get out of here.
Yes.
Yeah, the Howard Stern Fanatics. Okay, so that leaves a couple more lines available now. Just dial 1-800-748-4651. Toll free from all over Southern California. 1-800-748-4651. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead. Take a hike, you stupid idiot. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George.
Yeah, my name's Scott. I'm calling from Tustin.
Yes, Scott. Good to have you on the show. What's on your mind?
I was up in Los Angeles yesterday on a delivery.
Yes.
And I heard some guy talking on the radio about you.
About me?
Yeah.
Who was it?
His name was Andy.
Yeah, what was he saying about me?
Well, he was just saying things like, if you're such an American, why are you on a Mexican radio station?
This is not a Mexican radio station. In the first place, this happens to be a music and talk. By the way, what station is he on? Do you happen to know?
Well, it's not a digital radio, and it was between 102 and 105.
Well, when you find out, call me back, and in the meantime, I'm not going to give that guy any publicity. Stupid jerk. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Oh, this is John.
Yes, John, go ahead.
Yeah, I forgot the wipe.
Get out of here. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz Santa Ana, Los Angeles, the best in talk and musical memories. Let's go back to the phones. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Who's this?
I smoked joints and I took Quaaludes when I was in high school.
You did? Okay, you're out of here. The guy obviously is brain dead. Okay, let's go back to the phones. Hello, you're on with Wally. You're on Quiz FM. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz. Who's this? Hello, caller. Are you there? Well, they're gone. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Oh, this is David.
Hello, David. How you doing this morning?
Oh, pretty good. How about you?
Pretty good. What's on your mind today?
Oh, yeah. Well, this morning I was reading the paper.
Yes. Well, good for you. Congratulations.
I was reading in the bathroom. And...
Oh, well, congratulations again.
Well, I was reading about the judge, Gary Judge.
Oh, Judge Gray.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Judge Gray out in Orange County who wants to legalize all drugs. Can you believe that?
Yeah, he's supposed to have, he's talking with Reverend Robert Schuller, too. He's going to have a meeting there.
Well, Reverend Robert Schuller, I happen to be a member of his church, and Dr. Robert Schuller will never, ever agree on legalizing drugs in America. Trust me. I know Robert...
He's at the Crystal Cathedral there with him. Yeah, I think this weekend or next weekend.
Well,
it's in the paper this
Well, he's never going to go... Judge Gray is having hallucinations, because I can tell you for a fact...
I know he probably takes drugs.
Yeah, Dr. Robert Schuller would never, ever legalize...
You're just seeing that.
Legalizing drugs in America. He'd never do that. Because
he's supposed to see Bill Clinton in June, too, to see...
Oh, well, Bill Clinton, well, sure, they'll probably smoke a joint together in the Oval Office.
And then he'll say he didn't inhale, huh?
Yeah, and then both of them will say that they liked it, but they didn't inhale.
I know.
But I can't believe a judge going along with the legalization. I mean, he's not just saying the legalization of marijuana.
I know, heroin and cocaine and...
I mean, can you imagine that would make cocaine and heroin available at your local pharmacy?
Gosh, man. It should just be marijuana and just keep all the hard stuff.
No, not even marijuana, because marijuana is very, very dangerous. Why legalize any? I don't think we should legalize any drugs in this country. They're all terrible for you. And then people say, well, what about alcohol, Wally? Well, that's something that we can't do anything about.
Yeah.
But we can do something about the legalization of drugs. And I tried to get Judge Gray to come on my show and talk to me about it, but he declined the invitation. He's another spineless wimp, just like Slick Willie.
Yeah.
But I believe that Slick Willie will probably come out in favor of this because, let's face it, when he was a kid, back in college, he was having his fun, whether he inhaled or not. And
60s, huh?
I would not be at all surprised, David, if Slick Willie came out and supported the legalization of drugs in America.
Gosh, man.
Do you ever take drugs, David?
Huh? No, man, I just smoke marijuana.
You smoke marijuana?
Yeah.
Oh, you shouldn't do that, David. Shame
I
on
don't drink or smoke or nothing. I don't smoke cigarettes.
Well, how many joints do you smoke a day?
I don't know, maybe 3 or 4.
Oh, David, that's it. I'm sorry, you're gone. This guy smokes 3 or 4 joints a day. He's going to kill whatever brain he has left. Can you believe that? Okay, that leaves a line available. Dial 1-800-748-4651. Toll free from Orange County, Los Angeles, San Fernando Valley, wherever. Dial 1-800-748-4651. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead. Hello, caller, you're on the air. Well, they hung up on me. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Oh, Baba Booey, I used to be Louie, and now I'm kind of screwy on TV. That's the first part.
You're an idiot. Drop dead.
Get out of here.
Yes.
Yeah, the Howard Stern fanatics. Okay, so that leaves a couple more lines available now.
All right, now we're going to go to line 4. You're on the air with Wally George and Morton Downey Jr. on... Good morning, Wally. Good morning, who's this? Hello? Oh, Mort, that's one of Howard Stern's fanatics. They call in and try to jam the lines up. Are you there, Mort? Hello, Mort, are you there? Hello, Mort? Hello? Hello, you're on the air with Wally George and Morton Downey Jr. Are you there? Good morning. Hello? Wally? Yes. It's Morty. I'm here, buddy. Okay, hold on. Hello, you're on there with Wally George? Hello, are you there, caller? Well, they got tired and hung up. Well, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM.
Biggest tall flies to swarm anywhere they show up.
Yes. Same to you.
Oh, yeah? Same to you.
Hello, you're on the air, pal. American Radio Show. Good morning. You're on the air with Wally on Quiz FM. Who's this?
Hey, Wally, this is Ty from Diamond Bar.
How you doing, Ty?
Pretty good.
What's on your mind? Are you gone? That was it, huh? Okay. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
You're a stupid dimwit, you moron.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hey, hold on. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh, okay, what's your name?
Big dimwit.
Hey, what's your name, you stupid idiot?
Why don't you bend over and find
Hey, hold on. Hold on. What's your name? Are you still there? See, I knew it. I knew you'd chicken out. I knew you'd chicken out.
I've been like you before.
See, these guys haven't got the courage to stay on the phone and fight with Wally. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Hey, Wally, this is Randy from Garden Grove.
Yes, Randy. How you doing this morning?
Good. I really like your show a lot. It's great.
Thank you. What do you want to talk about this morning?
Hey, a couple weeks ago, you had mentioned that Howard Stern was to be immediately removed from the airwaves, and yet I still hear him on the radio. Why is that?
I did not say he was going to be immediately removed from. I predicted he would soon be removed from the airwaves, and I believe he will.
Oh, I thought I heard you reading a bulletin that he was...
No, I did that on April Fool's Day.
Oh, is that what that was?
Yeah, I read that bulletin, and then at the end of the show I said April Fool.
Oh, I didn't even hear that part.
Yeah, that was what I said about that. But I would like to see him removed from the airwaves, and I think very soon he will be off the air. People are getting very tired of him.
Yes, I'm really irritated about hearing his... I have 3 young kids, and, you never know what they're going to hear.
Well, I've been in broadcasting since I was 14 years old, believe it or not.
and that's many, many years, over 35 years on the air. And, you know, people like Howard Stern are a disgrace to broadcasting. You shouldn't have people going on the air saying filthy, degenerate, horrifying, disgusting things. The Federal Communications Commission should cut down on these kind of things. They should kick these people off the air. They should fine the stations. They should take the license away from stations who put people like Howard Stern on the air. That isn't what broadcasting is all about. Broadcasting is not to go on the air and shock people and say degrading things. It's to entertain us. It's to be a public service. And Howard Stern and people like him are not a public service. They're a disgrace.
No, I agree with you, 100%.
And if I were the chairman of the FCC, I would issue warnings to everybody that carries Howard Stern, every station that carries him, that if they continue to carry him, and if he continues to say the things he does, they are going to reject, they are going to pull their broadcasting licenses.
Yes, I'd like to see that.
Because you can remember, like even as early as 10, 12 years ago, you never heard this kind of thing on the air. You could turn any radio station on, and you wouldn't be afraid to have your children listening.
Right, that's right.
And then Classics Radio, KLSX says, well, you know, no children listen to Howard, it's only adults. And here on this very program, I had a 12-year-old girl call me on the air to defend Howard Stern, and she told me she and all of her friends listen to him every morning. So Classic says that the kids don't listen to Howard. Of course they do. They want to hear that dirty stuff because, you know, it makes them feel like, hey, this is fun. Let's listen to Howard talk dirty.
Yeah, they're getting in on something they're not supposed to. So they're getting away with something.
And this kind of thing should not continue on the air, in my opinion.
No, I agree. I got another comment, Wally.
Okay.
You heard last night, I don't even know.
Wish together we're going to come out and equal people. So this is for Janice.
This is me preparing to go on the air to play Wally some of his wedding song. So, just so you can hear it uninterrupted in its entirety. This really is Wally George singing to his wife, Janice, who's about 25 years younger than him, at their wedding.
It's not the pale moon that excites me, that thrills and delights me. Oh no, it's just the nearness of Baba Booey. It isn't your sweet conversation that brings this sensation. Oh no, it's just the nearness of Baba Booey, 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 Foo-foo-foo-foo, Foo-foo-fooey, Foo-foo-fooey, Baba Booey, Baba Booey, Foo-foo-foo-foo, Booey, Baba Booey, Baba Booey.
That's what I wanted to play for Wally. Of course, I knew that wouldn't all get on there, so we'll see how much got on in just a second. But that second part where it was Howard going, Baba Booey, Baba Booey, that was also me on the phone with Howard doing that when he was berating Gary. I was the one that said, Phooey! And then Howard followed along with another, Phooey! Let's listen to that part again. That's funny. That's me actually on the air with Howard.
Oh no, it's just the nearness of Baba Booey, 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 Foo-foo-fooey, Foo-foo, Foo-foo-fooey, Foo-foo-fooey, Baba Booey, Baba Booey, Foo-foo-foo-foo, Booey, Baba Booey, Baba Booey.
Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Are you there?
My job is to protect and serve your anus.
Hello, you're on the air with Wally George.
Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Are you there?
My job is to protect and serve your anus.
And the line is to get through, I'm sure, immediately. Hello, you're on the air with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, neither do I. Neither do I.
Drop dead.
Neither do I. That leaves a line open now at 1-800. And who's this?
Well, it's Danny.
Yes, Danny.
Yes, gosh, it's been hot last couple days, hasn't it?
It's been really hot. I've been inside the studio for a couple hours. How is it now?
Oh, no, it's nice right now. What I've been doing to cool myself off is take ice-chilled bong tokes.
Ice-chilled bong tokes, you say?
You put ice inside the bong, and you take a bong toke, and it's like nice and cool inside your chest.
You know what? You are sick. You're out of here. The guy is a total wacko sicko.
You're a dope, stupid jerk. You're an idiot. Drop dead.
Have a nice day, Danny. He's really brain dead. Really brain dead. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
I'll need a fecal sample from you guys.
Thank you very much. Hello, you're on there with Wally George. Quiz FM, back to the phones we go. Hello, you're on with Wally George on Quiz. Who's this?
Oh, Wally, this is Danny in Garden Grove.
Hi, Danny.
Hi. In the light of all this controversy about your singing,
yes,
I went through my Wally archives and queued up a copy of you singing The Nearness of You to Janice on your wedding day.
You have a copy of our wedding tape?
Yes, and I queued up the song, and I'd like to play it for Dennis so he can hear some real music.
All right, let's hear a little bit of it.
Okay, here you go.
It's not the pale moon that excites me, that thrills and delights me. Oh no, it's just the nearness of Baba Booey.
Now that was actually me. Now he must be a real fan because that was a recording of my wedding when Janice and I got married 5 years ago, and we actually played that. We actually had our wedding broadcast nationwide, and it was seen here on KDOC TV channel 56. And during the wedding, I did sing that song. That was me, not very good quality over the phone, but that was me singing to my bride, Janice, The Nearness of You. And that's a strange coincidence because this coming Friday, on my show, Friday, I'm going to be playing back for you by request the wedding ceremony. It lasts about 12 minutes. I'm going to be playing back the wedding ceremony between Janice and myself from 5 years ago. So if you want to watch it, it'll be on Friday from 4:30 until 5. And George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Yes, good morning, Mr. America. This is Mike from Namarata.
Good morning to you, say.
Yes.
And what were you planning on having in that peace pipe?
Big old buds.
Big old buds.
Marijuana.
So you're one of those potheads, huh?
I'm a pothead freak.
How old are you, Mike?
I'm Pope.
How old are you, Mike?
How old?
Yeah.
14.
You're 14 years old.
Yes.
And you're smoking pot.
Yes.
Boy, you're in real trouble. If you were my kid...
Well, the only reason I smoke pot is because I look at you.
Oh, really?
Yes.
And that's why you smoke pot?
Yes, because you're an ugly dimwit.
Oh, is that right?
That's right.
I'd love to see what you look like, you pimple-faced pervert. Now crawl back into your playpen and have Mommy change your diapers, stupid little pervert. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
This is Don Adams. I understand it's your birthday.
No, it isn't, but thanks for calling anyway. It's December the 4th. Hello, Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Yeah, let me turn my radio down.
All right, turn it down. We're on 10-second tape delay.
Okay, this is Ray from Irvine.
Yes, Ray, what's on your mind this morning?
I want you to tell me your comments on what I think of the solution is for banning gays is stitch it up.
Oh, don't be an idiot. Get him out. Don't be a nitwit. Come on, grow up. Grow up. Hello, you're on there with Wally George on Quiz FM. Go ahead.
Howard Stern's #1, you buffoon.
Oh, how old are you? About 5.5?
Did you hear that?
Howard Stern's #1, you buffoon.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, that's the end. Knew it was coming up. Well, I have other Wally tapes. I think at least 2 more. But those will have to come another day, because this has already gone into 3 hours of Wally. I didn't really mean to go this long. But at least I got all this on here, so hope you enjoyed it. Come back for more Wally in Volume 4.